Sorry for the wait on that one, Dorian. My grandmother was having an emergency, but there's your penny time. I'm getting it all set up right now. Alright, let's start this tonight, guys. We have some
Woohoo!
D&D shit to do. Let's do some D&D. Alright. Where did my stuff go? Does somebody want to recap what happened last time?
Everybody dead.
No.
No.
Fucking
Oh,
liar.
wrong campaign.
Yeah, wrong
None of our
campaign.
campaigns.
We're putting the goblin in a cage like a bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys came up with some
Mhm.
weird plans.
Oh, pretty sure we also went to a store to try and track down a certain deer lady.
Akio got banned
Banned, kicked out. And
for
then
being racist.
yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I was perfectly.
Racism is bad, okay,
okay.
kids?
we went back to the tavern. What's her name got stabbed,
Yeah.
and we had to save her. It starts with a T.
That is not it. That's the wrong campaign.
Tulu? Tutulu.
I was-
Tutulu got stabbed. She got an invitation for us, though. So now we can go to Harsoon's party and try and save Melinda.
Yeah, that. What he
Alright.
said.
But, Oh, and our
That's pretty good.
plan is to put the goblin in a cage and with a portable hole.
Portal hole.
Mhm.
That was,
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
a great plan. Alright, so now we're here.
Yep. Nothing bad could go wrong.
Have to
with
be
this
that
plan.
guy. But the goblin is the portable hole.
Oh my
Not
god.
yet.
Wow!
Oh.
Wow! That's
Did we-
crazy!
we
That's
An
not
innuendo
what
from
Akio
Shadow?
said the other night.
Exactly.
My god.
Ugh. Whew. Was not expecting that comment.
Alright. Wait, nope. Wrong voice.
I wasn't either, but here we are.
That's a very different voice.
Oh wait, I know how to get into voice. Yvel!
Stream
Oh,
does
see,
the
not
equivalent
yet.
of what Shy does for Tio. Just screams
Yeah.
Tio at the top of her lungs.
Mhm.
Yeah, except I try to stir up deep PTSD by screaming Yvel's name.
The floor is yours, guys.
So
Sorry, I didn't
we went back to the tavern, right? And
We were discussing plan.
what time is it? It's like in the afternoon, right?
We covered like the early morning to
Like we're in the
I
afternoon.
think noonish.
Okay. So, are we absolutely sure that we like the idea we have? No one has any objections.
Well, I've got plenty, but
I think you should voice them then, Stream.
No.
And I think Rolu should also voice his.
It's
I-
not objections. It's if you have a better idea.
Brothers don't have a better idea.
well, it's not really a better idea. It's just
Good idea.
questioning why we're even trying to get in by the merchandise.
Isn't the merchandise going to be put with the other merchandise?
Yeah, but why are we going to the merchandise?
Because it's the merchandise you're trying to get to.
No, it's not.
Uh,
We're trying to get to a noble's favorite slave. Why would he be selling her?
If they're the favorite,
Oh.
then why were they bleeding?
Because they disobeyed, and that's what you do with slaves when they are disobedient?
Again, favorite.
compound's blood.
Also true.
I think
Those
she's
are
trying to
pretty
figure
good
out why her
points you have
camera's
there,
not
Shane.
working.
No, I figured. I was just curious. Something.
Check to see if it's trying to pull from a different
I
camera.
know.
Tiff.
I
Okay.
know. There's only one camera plugged in.
I just
Let
know
me
you had an
handle
issue where
things
it was
right
trying to
now.
pull From your old one before.
Alright.
But yeah, this doesn't make sense that we'd be going for the merchandise when she's gonna be like by him.
That makes a good point, Drew.
I don't
Didn't
remember.
think about that before.
Tiff, I don't remember this, but does my country use slavery?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Also,
Again, we've been over feudal Japan. Think
I
about feudal
know,
Japan, and then you've
I-
got your country.
I couldn't remember.
here's the other reason you're taking merchandise in. Remember, you were told everyone must bring something. What are you bringing otherwise?
We did need
Anything else that can be merchandise other than one of us?
Okay, so how many of us are going to get through the door if you bring one thing?
All of us?
One of us is getting through if we bring one thing.
We're- No, we're talking about nobility here. They've always travel in packs.
Do they?
They travel with their servants because they don't do anything themselves.
Yes,
Oh,
but a
fuck.
private, secretive meeting is probably going to be limited.
I mean, I'm gonna have to dress up as Jay's
If-
butler.
Are you saying that a single noble wouldn't have 3 to 4 servants with them?
And how many of those servants would then be trusted with the
Uh.
information of knowing where they're going and what they're doing?
Well, they don't need to be. They can be in their rooms and then sneak around out of their rooms. That can happen.
Where security is tight versus with the merchandise where everybody's guarding the outside, not the inside.
Ah, we don't know that.
We also don't know that. There could be someone inside or just they're being guarded in a very open area where there's a lot of guards. We don't know anything,
Yeah.
which is why we wanted to get some information. If I remember right.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do
Except
anything
we
don't know
can't do
anything.
that. We don't have the time for that either.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because it's today, and we found out about it today. If it were tomorrow, we could scout.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm not saying our plan was horrible. It's just not the greatest plan for our intention.
Yeah, if we're trying to free all of the merchandise, then that is a very good idea. However, if we're only going in there for one person in specific, it might not be.
I say we try to get all the merchandise.
My question here is,
Akio, that's not a thing that's happening.
it might be, but that's
Oh.
beside the point. That's like a
Yeah, that'd be a way
tertiary
it could
goal.
happen.
But what are you going to do when you find her? Just walk her out the front door?
We told you.
No,
we
we're
said
going to
we
use
would use the
the
portable
portal
hole.
stuff.
Oh, portal staff. That's what it was.
Yes, but are you going to do that right in front of everyone?
Well, we're going to have to gauge the situation because we don't have any information going into this.
I mean,
That is an
any
on the
extra.
fly decision to figure out what.
However, it'd be
where
really
we could do
great
it.
if on the fly decision we had everyone there instead of half of us not there.
Because if
you follow
everyone's
what I'm
there,
saying.
we can then get away.
So, yeah. Yeah, I'd feel really bad about potentially getting Melinda out with Akio and then you and Stream be stuck there and get captured.
Isn't Rolo coming along with us?
Yes, you're right. I think, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you don't have to worry about me. I'll get myself out.
You'll try.
Oh,
I don't
so you're
know.
getting out of my face?
We
I'm
only
not helping
know.
you get out if it comes to it.
Got a better shot than you.
Sorry, who's gonna inspect the cockroach on their way out?
We'll see. Either way, going in by the merchandise is just gonna make the plan harder.
So, then if you have a better one, put words to it, as I said earlier.
We did.
We all go in together. Done.
Cool. Got done. Decision made. We're going in together. If it goes to shit, on your
Then
head
we'll
be
be
it.
together.
Then we'll be together and we can leave. If it
Or
goes
I'll
to shit
die.
and we're all not together, then we can't leave because we're looking for each other.
See, I kind of have to agree with the strength in numbers route here.
So it's good to be together when we're strongest.
Nothing ever goes right when you walk into a den of your enemies and then thin your numbers further and further apart.
I wouldn't actually not make a good butler.
Yeah, we need. If we're going
going to
into
be a
this, we
servant.
would need to figure out the roles in this case of who is going to be who. Because, you know, Akio, I really think you should do the talking if it comes down to it. However, no offense to you, but you get distracted easily.
And you've got a
Yes.
temper.
I respect both your opinions on it, but it is up to you if you let me do the talking or not. If you trust me, I will do it. If you don't, I will help you.
Jay is going to walk pretty much inches away from you and look deep into your eyes. You're going to see a fire in his eyes. If that's the case, then your words will rely on a lot of this if it comes down to it. Which means whatever happens at the end, you're
It's
the
on my
first.
shoulders.
I'm not saying it's all on your shoulders, but at least what you say is on your shoulders.
You can kind of,
He's-
mainly.
Make an
Then-
insight check. Make an insight check. Just in case I'm not. Jay's hard to. He's
Sorry,
monotone. He's monotone. He doesn't
He's
have.
monotone.
Yeah, he's monotone.
I lost my dice roller for a moment. That was not
Wait,
cool.
let me actually turn on the camera.
Guy 19.
Okay. Well, so there's
Ah.
partially that you can tell he's trying to. He's not trying to intimidate you, but he's just trying to say, "This is really serious. Do not do something stupid like chase tail. If you do, I'm going to fucking flay you alive."
That's Jay's attempt at being menacing.
Gonna fucking flay you alive. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I'ma flay
But
you, boy.
He said it in very nice J words.
You would
Ah, yes.
see the I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the main one. But the main. No, it's not because I'm Crescent right now. One of the colors. I don't remember which fucking moon it is.
It's been a while.
Basically, the color of that moon glints across his eyes, and he just nods. Of course.
Jay will stop me mugging you then. He will go back to where he was
full
before.
moon is
I have it saved. Give me 1 second.
He's just gotta go find
What?
it now.
What
Okay.
should Roland's role
However,
be?
I feel like
Smallest one is green and gold.
Green and gold, yes.
potentially-
Mid-size is pink and white, while the biggest is white and blue.
Yeah.
So, who's playing the part of a lord?
Jay.
So, my idea here is one of us plays the part of a lord, and then the lord's son, or I feel like that'd work. Think that'd work.
And the other 3 are servants.
Servants, maybe
I feel like
Bodyguards.
a slave.
one of them should be a bodyguard. Just makes sense. Well, at least a slave, a servant, or a servant, a bodyguard, and then I don't know what the third is.
Slave.
Rolu is gonna be. Rolu would be harder, I guess. Maybe he could be our bodyguard. That would very intimidating bodyguard.
He how big is how tall is Rolu?
3 feet.
3 foot.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
second he punches you, he doesn't feel like he's 3 feet.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, I'm
Might
pretty
as
sure
well
that's
get-
what monks are.
Someone might as well knock you upside the head with a warhammer.
I mean, Stream, what do you want to try and do while you're in there?
I mean, we have to find her and try to get her from wherever she is, which won't be far from him.
So you want to be mobile and maybe away from the group at times, but genuinely close. Because I feel like a servant might be the best, because that would be the one that would get the most distance away from their lord.
Well, it depends. Sometimes the child is the easiest one to get away.
Would you be bringing a child? Okay, well I guess we're also bringing a child. So, hold on. So,
As much as I hate to suggest it.
so we have a lord, his son, and his daughter.
I mean, if that's how you want to work it.
No, I'm just trying to think of that. That doesn't
then-
sound very believable.
Who's
to
the
me.
son?
So, Akio. Or do you want to be the servant, Akio? I thought you'd want to talk, and to talk, you would have to be some kind of nobleman.
It depends.
I mean, it
a
would either
noble's
be-
most trusted servant would
Okay, butler.
speak in their place in most cases. Yeah.
But also,
I don't know the customs here entirely, but
May
there are a lot
I-
of places where the noble's highest ranking servant is like their word is equal to their master's.
Not to bring down anything, but I come from an island that's cut off from everything. If a servant, even if a top servant speaks for the master, it's a problem.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Yes.
Where are you going to be a noble from? Because
that's-
wherever it's got to be somewhere that no one knows the traditions, so that you don't do anything
it
out of
can't
place.
be my home, sadly. Considering they're closed off and right now we're in an inner turmoil.
We could do fire.
I was thinking Faya, actually. Because that's the one that we look the most like, just because we're already there. Kinda.
And we know a bit about the
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah. Which is just
Ah.
If
asshole magic.
anything, I did just think of something that is both believable and plausible.
Oh?
I could be the Lord's son, and I will do most of the talking because my father wants me to learn the ropes. And what's the better way than to putting yourself in a situation where you have to talk to people of your own stature?
Oh. That could also work.
That does sound like a good idea.
Okay. However, we still need to put the bodies to the other 3 spots.
So Rolo's bodyguard, huh?
I mean, one of us has to be a servant, sadly.
Well, I mean, Q could be your servant.
That could happen. But in the same notion, it should be. I might be, per se, learning, but it should still be the Lord's servant. Not
Why
mine.
not both of you
Yeah,
just have a servant?
Yeah, it would just be both of our
Rolu
servants.
be
But...
Rolu can be Jay's.
Oh, I was
and
thinking Rolo would
Q
be
can
the like the
yours.
more. I just want to see Rolo in a suit. That's kind of why I want to go with that.
I mean, there's nothing saying nobles can't dress their servants
No, yeah.
up.
Can it be okay if Rolo's a butler?
If,
No, I'm asking Cam. I'm
That
asking
should
Cam.
be fine.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
to be fair, he is very good at listening to exactly what you say, which is usually what butlers end up doing.
Then, Stream, what are you gonna go as?
I don't know. If I want free reign, still being a child would be helpful. If I go as bodyguard, I don't really
He has to stay next to
I
him.
have
She has to
I
stay
have
next to him.
no free movement at all. It
So
would be
you want to be
unheard.
able to leave us?
I guess Rolo being our
not
bodyguard
far.
would be the one that makes the most sense, though. Or Q could be, and then
Either way,
I
Rolu
mean,
and Q
if we're
can
cha- if-
choose between bodyguard or not, and then
If Rolu's changing form, he could look like a gnome. The height wouldn't be that judged by someone if
I
you
don't think
go
it'd
a
be
gnome
weird
bodyguard.
if we had. Well, I mean, he could change his kobold form, but I don't think it'd be weird for a bodyguard to have a kobold. If
but
we're
still,
going-
he's been seen with us.
Oh wait, no, it's a human only. That's right. Let's see.
So what race are we even going as?
Human.
We're going as humans, okay.
Come from
I
humans
guess
or
we're thinking
fire?
of what I should look like then. Jay, you have any idea what you're gonna go as?
Jay has one.
Well, Jay's one looks a little too young, so he's gonna try and age it up a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna age.
yeah,
You're gonna
age it a
up.
little bit.
But if you look under Jay, you can at least see what his younger version of it looks
I
like.
do genuinely think that I'm gonna send you some art tip really quick to see if this would be plausible as what I am. I think it kind
Well,
of
I believe you have the magic to change how you look.
I do, but I just
So-
wanted to send you the art of my human form. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see why you'll need to.
Do you think that looks good?
It is your choice. What would Akio want to put on as his guise? The
Yeah,
only
probably.
things you have to be aware of is, I believe you have, disguise self, which doesn't get rid of your tail.
It's alter
No,
self.
it's alter
Oh,
self,
alter
which
self.
does.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you're fine.
It's just it's a
the-
concentration spell.
like,
Yeah.
I can focus.
Yeah,
on
he's
that
only
one.
gonna have a finite amount of time. Ooh, maybe
Either
that's
way.
not a good idea for him to be the sun then, because he has a finite amount of time.
I mean, I have 3 hours if I don't want to use Misty
Yes,
Step or
but
Mind
in
Spike.
order to re-up it, you have to drop it.
there
because
was
of
also the
concentration.
notion of you may not be able to cast magic when you go in. Like, whatever you cast when you go in might be it. You don't know. They don't know anything. They've never had anybody go in here. That was something
Ours
expressed to you
comes from an
guys.
item we were given.
Like, I'm just reiterating things you might not remember, but they literally do not know what you're walking into. That's why this is so risky, and they don't like it.
That's why we're doing it.
Fuck if I had disguise self.
To say we can.
And
Well,
because-
disguise self lasts the same amount of time, an hour.
I know, but does disguise self magic per
Yes.
se? Yeah, it is.
It's a
Okay.
first level spell.
Alter
Okay,
self
because
is
when
the
I think
one
of, like,
that
disguise
you.
magic, I think of like a disguise kit.
That
Oh,
that
my.
sadly that wouldn't work as well on Aki.
No, it would
Trying
not.
to make a cat look human's a lot more difficult than per se trying to make Stream look human. Just
Or
take
like
a lot
tiefling
of
look
body
like
paint.
Or like a tiefling, make him look like but better idea, an Asmar look like a human.
They already looked human.
No, shut up.
Well,
My magic. Fuck.
eh,
Well, yeah, I think
Don't worry, guys. I have an idea. If it's about to drop, I'll go into the bathroom, open a window, dimension door far enough away so it doesn't work. I'll re-up it and then jump back in.
But if you're not able to cast magic, you can't dimension door out. And it's also underground, there's no window.
Oh my god, I was just gonna... Okay, genuinely, you know I was saying as a joke, but
Oh,
fuck
I
you for
know.
popping my holes.
there's
Well, you
holes
didn't-
in your holes.
You didn't point out the fact that dimension door doesn't require sight, so the window wouldn't matter in the first place.
You're right.
As long as you know where you're going is a safe spot.
I'm thinking, I was thinking Misty for some weird reason. Okay, so. So, worst case scenario. This is literally worst case scenario. And I cannot re-up my alter self. What then?
well, hopefully we get her in an hour.
Ah.
You know what? I have a pretty smooth tongue. We're good. I'm looking over at Q, panicked.
Q looks up from her book and just goes, "Don't look at me. I am literally just the hired help for this."
He's just gonna like. He doesn't even. He can't do that. He has fur.
Don't sweat.
If I had a way to help you out there, Akio, without
Would-
getting rid of my only way of changing my own form, I
Sure.
would.
You're fine, Stream. I understand. I appreciate you willing to do that. That's good enough for me.
And sadly, I don't think I can pass as anything looking like this.
Sadly, I don't think we have enough money to go splurge on a quick way to get some easy ways to, you know, change ourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
Man, if only I could get a hold of Grandpa, I could get his.
That's not a serious.
It's a long shot. So this place is underground, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be under the amphitheater. Arena? Amphitheater? I don't remember which it is.
I
Maybe
think
it's
it was
both.
amphitheater.
Isn't an
Well-
arena just an amphitheater that's like fully enclosed?
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
Shouldn't
I've done too much reading. My brain short circuited.
there is a really easy way we can test to see if our magic works on the inside or not.
Oh?
What if it
I
only
can-
doesn't work underground?
Well, I'm just saying, I can easily just, hide my finger, point at one of you, and see if my message will go off.
True.
If it doesn't, we know that it's not gonna be long, so we gotta kick it up a pace.
So just like think about what you have to do to cast message, and you might have to do
I don't
something
think it-
that people can see, aka a somatic component. So you would have to try and hide your hand.
I mean,
yeah.
I would have pockets. I could hide my hands. in.
Yeah, but pockets are very restricting to the
Yeah.
hand motions
Yeah, you
required for
gotta-
magic.
You gotta do them together.
Here, Akio,
Don't you also-
try to
Wish I had
subtly do it
subtle
right now.
God, I
Don't
wish
you
I had
also have to
subtle
move your mouth for that one
We
too?
need you to practice. Just try
Subtle
doing
stealth,
it without us
one of
seeing.
the most broken things in D&D.
Okay, look, I didn't take solid cast. I took 2 other ones.
I didn't take it on Yev.
Well, that's why we're
Well-
saying test it quick to see how
Oh.
well you do at hiding it.
Yeah.
Because it's
so-
only somatic.
Okay.
It's not
You
like
can
so-
hide it.
it's
This
not
is
like
something you can
verbal
hide.
and
Stealth?
stuff.
Well, technically,
I
there's also
just-
the short
sleight
piece
of
of copper
hand.
wire, but that's kind of
Sleight of hand. I mean, they're the same stat.
Well, the copper wire doesn't cost anything, so he can use
Oh,
his
yeah.
arcane focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I don't know what his arcane focus is, but
It is sword.
which would not be that uncommon for a
Yeah.
noble son to carry.
Mm-hmm. They just might not
I
allow it
kind of
after
imagine it. It's just like a rapier and a hilt, if that's the fact for the human variant. Because the swords are only seen in one spot of the world. Wow. Okay.
Well, you can't hide that.
Yeah,
That- you can't
alright.
alter that.
Alright,
Disguise
alright.
self would, because you could. Well, can it even? No.
disguise stealth puts an illusion over you and all your equipment.
Yeah. So yeah, you could, but the
Alter self only changes your physical. You need like new attire and.
Oh yeah, we
everything.
need to get you new clothing too.
Oh,
Q is going to slam her book shut. Which would be easier? Solving this problem, or explaining why you have a goblin with you?
Explaining why we have a goblin with us.
She pulls the hairpin out of her hair and just chucks it at Akio and goes, "Go take 10 minutes. I want it back."
doing what?
As the hairpin leaves her hand, it becomes a hat.
Oh.
Oh. Thank you, Q.
I
Oh.
feel like the sword being there is fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I feel like it'd be easier if you could hide yourself, Q. Maybe I'm wrong.
Would you be fine being, by chance, a slave?
Which isn't-
It's not like we're actually slaving her, Akio.
I know, but still, let's be honest. I grew up in a place that is, if you're a slave, it's not a good thing. I would not want to be a slave if I had the choice. So I'm asking her.
Is being a slave a good thing anyway?
It's not, but you know what I mean. Q, would that be okay?
I mean, she threw you the hat, didn't she?
I'll be back in 10 minutes. He's gonna go for a moment, and after the 10 minutes, he'll come back. It's just a thing of disguise, right? I don't know how your hat works.
Had a disguise.
Okay. I'll send the art in chat of what he looks like.
Exactly what would it entail as defining me as a slave?
The worst thing I think we would do would make you. We wouldn't do anything too horrible.
And
That sounds
what are
bad.
they going
Jay's,
to do
Jay's gonna
as
walk
their
over and
house
slap
and their
Akio.
rule?
That's the worst we would do. Are you okay with that? Just to put on the show.
Fucking rude.
I don't think they'll do anything as long as.
I don't think it'll ever come to that, but that is the worst we would do before we stop putting on a show.
And what if they want all slaves removed from the floor for the sale?
Well, then you get what you wanted in the first place. You get to be with all the merchandise.
Oh, no. Slaves. I would be a slave for you guys, not a slave for sale.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Well,
put
then,
those slaves to the merchandise.
You get to be with the...
Then that gives us a chance to sneak away.
Yeah. We're going into it blind. It's a horrible situation, but I think we'd rather be together at the start than apart.
That shit's supposed to be down, whatever. You guys get it?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, look. White
Okay.
hair, the eyes,
Okay.
it made sense.
No,
Maybe you
it
should be
is
the old.
fitting.
Maybe you should be the old lord, and I should be your son.
It's up to you.
Yeah, if you want to do that, we could do that.
Dude, Jay not being the dad for once?
It would make sense why you'd be the one talking the most then.
It would be. It would make the most sense, and if anything, we can just. The reason you're there is to learn from me.
Maybe that first art Tiff sent me is the best choice then.
So if you want to do that, we can.
That sounds good.
Ah, the best part. I get to kick back now. Relax. I'm not
Dude,
worrying
Jay
anymore, right?
just got it even easier.
I'm not the dad anymore. Sheesh.
Just means you have a bit more free reign.
No,
Would a-
this
would
is
a-
still a
would a
situation that
tattoo
Jay
or
would never
markings
ever want to
behind
mess up
suffice?
or hope to.
You mean like, you know, who is? So you're asking to see if, like a marking that makes you belong to us would suffice, correct? Is that what I heard, Q?
Yes.
Yeah, simple marking would be fine if we can get it. It can be in writing for all like in ink. No, that's not how that works.
Then someone could take it off of your slave and take it for themselves.
Fuck.
It'd have to be on us.
It wouldn't. I'm not willing to do something permanent.
Well, our forms will allow
Potentially
us to add
a
it.
collar could also work. That would be something that cannot easily be removed.
A collar with a brand.
Or
On
a bracelet with something on it could also work.
What's the crest gonna look like?
And this
Just
is your
come up with something.
decision,
I'll
Lord.
grab. I'll figure it out. Give me
Papa.
1 second.
Papa.
Papa is trying
Papa.
to figure out the crest. He does not want to reuse that. Because that can be traced back.
Yeah, just use your family crest.
Exactly. Well, it depends on where the city we're coming from. Any type of crest they look like there?
Okay, so
Faya is a kingdom
Uh,
of humans who have sworn off magic.
so let me give you what Akatosh wrote on fight.
I did not grab my journal. That might help. Although I think Faya's in here.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Then I traveled to Faya, the whole country. They're all
Would it not be a crest
fishermen,
in a
and
city,
they
but
have been
simply a crest
currently
in-
run by a dictator who runs their everyday life. I was not able to stay long due to leadership, and some kind people smuggled me out of the country. So, I mean, you could... Yeah, it's just a little rundown. They're basically run by a dictator, they hate magic, and hunt down magic users.
And enslave them.
Yeah, they're also pretty good at weapon making, though, because of that, and other magic items, I think they still like.
I don't know. They
How
shut down. They
religious
even
are
shut
they?
down alchemy shops. I don't,
Well,
They-
the items they keep for themselves
How
and use. It's
religious
kind of
are
double-edged
they?
sword.
Are we going with collar or bracelet?
I mean, I can handle a marking if I'm given a symbol.
Collar or bracelet?
It's that collar.
Neither.
What?
So, what do you want then, Stream?
I just need a symbol.
So you just want a symbol.
Give me a moment. I'm trying to search through my bag of crap, trying to figure out a symbol.
I got a sword.
Q's going to pull out a piece of paper and just go here.
Why not?
Etch-
Why not you that sword you have right there?
Etch this.
Well, yeah.
Do you think that'll work?
He's looking at everyone.
Sure, that looks great, Stream.
Stream just walks over to Q and just presses her finger. Well, first, I should say, she kind of presses her thumb into her pointer finger and then touches, and a faint brand of that symbol shows up on her arm.
Got him.
Yeah, that works.
How about this emblem?
We already got something, Akio. You took
Damn
it
it.
along.
Move that.
I mean,
Sorry.
I could incorporate it.
No, it's fine.
It would
You
be
could put it-
painless. It doesn't hurt. It's just a little bit of discomfort when it attaches itself.
I was.
Alright, I'm getting some minor chrome lag,
Put
so
it
I have
above
to
or
do
below.
something to fix it, and I forgot
She'll
to
do that,
this,
but
so
to do
I'm gonna
that,
put on my
the-
Be Right
the
Back
one-
sign until I get it fixed.
On the arm fades, and a new one appears.
And how long does that stay?
Until I get rid of it or put it on someone else.
It won't be permanent.
So until we're done with this.
Or we have to fight in there for some reason.
Which would just prolong it, which means we wouldn't. Well, yeah, if we had to fight, then do you have to concentrate on stream?
So
Who
much better.
stares at you
I don't know if you can
blinking?
tell already the
I
difference,
haven't
but
been.
oh my gosh,
was
I
looking
completely
through my
forgot
bag,
to
I
fix
didn't
that.
hear
Why does she need to concentrate on it if we're fighting?
No, I'm just saying, like, do you have to concentrate on it right now?
Why they continue to argue
I'm
about
asking
a
how it
plan.
works.
You don't need to know how it works.
Fine.
You should be used to it. I did it to you at one point.
Yeah, but I don't remember how it works. That's why I was asking. Do you remember how my sword works?
Yes, you put a lot of your magical power into it, and you can change how it works.
Well, how's this? I don't know how it works, and you're putting it on me. Explain it.
Well, it's simple. I know roughly what direction you're in, and I would not recommend hitting me. Or trying to, I should say. That's it.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember it now.
Sunrise.
Hmm?
If it's not off by then, I'll rip the arm off and beat you with it.
Okay.
I think we're being a little aggressive right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't point a weapon in Stream's face at first meeting.
I didn't point it at you either.
I
You
did have a
walked in
point at
between
the end
him and
when I
me.
first met them.
That's not my fault.
It's Q. It may not be the best way that's been how you greet people, but genuinely, just on their toes. You get used to it if you keep rolling with us.
We are fighting a foe that has its roots in the entirety of this world. Trust is not a luxury. And to be fair, Akio, you only had a blade pointed at you because we unpetrified you, and we never know what's gonna happen when something like that happens.
Why do you think I wasn't upset when I felt the blade against my neck?
Either way, it'll be gone.
Maybe I don't have a rolls, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, who's the bodyguard again?
Rolu.
Roller's
Yeah.
gonna be the bodyguard.
What are you gonna look like, Scream?
Well, now I have to base it off you instead of Jay.
Oh, well, what stream does?
Something with white hair, hopefully.
What are the limits of the headband? tech?
Wow, I already know what. I don't think she's here right now due to
Oh,
her
shit.
internet.
I'm here.
I think she is. I think she's just internet dying.
No, I'm here. I was fixing
Yeah.
something in stream, and you guys don't need me when you're discussing plans, so I was just
It's
letting you
just-
guys talk.
Cam asked the question.
It's your camera. That's why
Yeah.
I thought you
My
weren't here.
camera.
Yeah, your camera was
It
constantly loading.
died for
Oh.
a second, so I guess stream's gonna go with this one since Tiff found a couple art.
Some
while we were
children
talking.
arts.
Except the skin will be closer to.
Oh, hey, Weiss.
It'll be less
Cool.
albino.
That looks
Yeah.
cooler than Wise. What are you talking about?
It looks like Weiss when I
Looks
saw
like a
her.
pompous, arrogant, noble child.
Yep.
What's your?
There. Better?
You asked a question about your headband cam.
Yeah. What was the limits of the form?
It is. I think it's the equivalent of. It's the lowest
Disguise
form
self.
of. Yeah, disguise self.
All right. So Rolo can appear, I believe, what was it, a foot taller at most?
Up to a foot taller.
Yeah.
The main thing
That's why I
with it.
suggested gnome.
The main thing with it was more the if you didn't have like a particular mindset, and since you guys never really imagined yourselves human, that's why the first time it kind of just took on the closest thing to
Our
what.
own physical traits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Into it.
How
All right.
tall is a dwarf?
They can be anywhere from like 3.5 to 5 feet at the very max.
Okay.
Mhm.
They're usually around like 4 to 4.5 feet.
Okay.
Gnomes are like 3 foot to, if you're lucky, 3.5.
Yeah.
Halflings are also in that range too. Somewhere.
So Rolo could go either gnome, halfling, or dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarf would
I mean,
sell
But
bodyguard a
you're
lot.
also a bodyguard, so I feel like you could be the most exotic out of everyone.
Yeah.
Because you're the bodyguard, and it doesn't matter what you look like.
It's
it
just
matters
to
how strong you
avoid
are. Yeah.
avoid bigger suspicion. I feel.
You can be a very tiny tabaxi.
Well, when we were in Pirate, was there any of those that were more prevalent than the others?
Like, as in the types of slaves more prevalent?
Well, no. Just because he's gonna be our bodyguard, so like, just of the place that we know, that is it Fyra or
Fire.
Faya. Of what we
PHYA.
know about it, is dwarfs, halflings, or what was the other one? Gnomes more prevalent
No.
there?
Gnomes are usually innately magical, so probably not as much of them.
I know
You
that.
saw
The
Maj-
dwarven country does border the south end of Fire.
Yes, but they're mainly underground.
True.
So it's not
True.
like if Faya wanted to take over the overground of Ludmadon, it wouldn't be that hard. The main reason it doesn't, go visit and find out. But in the terms of... Yeah, like I said, it's just go find out.
Well, yeah, but is there more halflings, dwarfs, or elves
What-
there?
What of those races did we see in
Yeah,
Faya?
the most of. Just so it's less suspicious.
The most prevalent race in Faya was human. You saw enslaved humans who had magical powers. Anything innately magical was enslaved, so there's no elves, there's
So
no
no
half-elves. I have to re-pull up halflings, because I think they have innate,
Well, they're
No.
lucky. They're lucky, that's the thing.
One version of them is like just innately
It would be
lucky, but
rare
that's-
if you did see them, because I already know where they're most common, and I can tell you it's not Faya.
Okay.
So
So dwarf is probably the best bet then. Probably like an exiled dwarf from, why am I forgetting the country's name?
Ledmadon.
Lebanon, thank you. That probably the best, closest one.
If
Oh, I thought that's what he was saying, which my
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
would be, yeah, Exiled
yeah,
Dwarf
okay.
would probably be your
So-
best bet.
Whatever dwarf that role wants to become then, I guess.
yeah,
Probably gets a beard, that's so cool.
So our roles
gets to
are
be a
all set
bearded
and
dragon.
everything there, right?
I think.
Q,
Yes.
what's troubling you? If our team wants to be at its full potential, we need to talk about things. Let's be honest.
I'm paid to do a job. I guess I'm not paid to trust.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to say let's just chalk it up to being on edge, but that's not exactly a good excuse.
What happens when there isn't coin and I'm not being paid? And I'm supposed to just agree and trust, but trust isn't a thing. It's interesting how Stream can ask me to trust all of you, but remind me that I'm not trusted.
Have I asked you to trust us?
I'm putting my life in your hands.
You're doing that because we're offering you coin.
Yeah.
That's how that kind of work goes.
And imagine if I wasn't being paid. You're asking for after that as well.
Akio's
she
the one that
and she-
asked for that.
Yeah.
I said I'd consider it depending on how you work here. You could earn our trust. We have known you for less
Oh,
than
I've seen
24
how that's
hours.
worked between you and Akio.
Akio has literally lied about his name for several months to us.
Yeah, that did happen.
Hid his identity and
Mhm,
hidden
mhm.
multiple things from us that were very important.
And
That really doesn't help bring trust right off the bat.
But you know my reasoning, Stream.
I
You don't
do now.
have to trust me. But I know you would have done the same thing.
We trust you now, Akio. But that's after we've traveled with you for a while, learned your lies, and learned why you lied. And I will apologize, Q, because we have been very rude to you, but
you do understand that trust is something that is
Earned.
Just like respect.
Yes.
It's earned when given.
And we are trusting you to overhear all these plans and come with us into the den of our enemy where you could easily just turn us in.
You could just sell us out.
For a
I
lot more
always
money.
wanted-
Is that
I was
not
always
trust?
willing to try trusting.
Ah, say that when there's not coin involved.
Maybe I will.
Both of you
I've
are
yet
just
to see
egging-
any of it.
Okay, we're just gonna keep egging each other on here. So, what I suggest we do is we'll just take a deep breath. Yes, we've started off on the wrong foot. Yes, we have been at each other's throats a little. I've not been perfect, nobody has.
How was
However, I think we just need to step back, look at the situation, and remedy it. Yes. How about now we just forgive each other, put our trust, because if one of us fucks up, we're all fucked.
Akio, that's the point. I am trusting her, and she's saying I'm not.
Just saying. Look, I'm just saying that we need to just calm down. Relax.
I'm not agitated.
You actually seem to be the most agitated out of all of us right now.
Because it seems like we're going to just... It seems like this might just crash and burn. That's the only reason I'm getting agitated by it.
Oh,
Akio, that's how everything seems when you're going into something without proper information.
so
We're expected to crash and burn, Akio. I hope you know that.
so, Master. What do I
Akio
need
is
to
looking at you.
What do I need to wear and what am I allowed to carry?
Well, since we're not doing the whole portable whole room, and I don't, are we getting our shit confiscated?
We don't know.
If we knew that, Akio, we'd know that.
I should be able to hide the portable hole relatively well.
I know a couple of us can hide some things on us without having to have them be there. More specifically, the ones of us that have very special weapons, but that might be like the only thing we get.
If you think you'll get it confiscated, isn't the portable hole just like, I don't remember what
It's a
it
hole.
looks like. Well, yeah, I know, but I'm wondering how I carry it because it's like
a
cloth, isn't it?
giant, like,
You can-
10-foot sheet
Yeah, you can
Literally
then
like a
fold
piece
up
of
and
in a circle.
It's a piece of cloth in a circle.
Yeah, I can literally just.
heck,
That's
fold it in
not
on
if
itself
they
and wear it as a
detect magic.
cape.
Yeah, that also.
The biggest
We
issue
assume
with
if
it
they
is the
don't-
fact that it takes you need a 10-foot area to place it on flat and smoothly to get it to actually open up.
It's also gonna pull up on detect magic if for some reason they use that, which they might do. They're looking for stuff.
My sword is going to be magical too, then.
They might allow weapons as one of the only things you can carry in because you.
As a noble,
can't hide
going
things.
in unarmed is
Foolish.
just not a thing. In a place like this is an ideal spot for an assassination. They're not gonna force a noble to be unarmed.
I'm pretty sure as long as we don't look too obvious, we should be fine. Because they're expecting us to pay for them somehow.
I actually already have a cape, I just remembered. Which is the Stars cape. That's not what it's called.
Not receiving a full answer, Q is literally going to strip right there and let everything drop and go, still waiting on an answer.
I did not want to see that.
Akio's gonna just walk over and just look at the items. should be fine.
I don't know what Q actually looks like in her clothes.
Oh, the mini I put up.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Didn't you post the art?
I posted
The-
the
Yeah, that was
Hero
last
Forge
issue.
mini.
The clothing is fine, Q. Let me just look through the other items, see if there's anything that would be considered contraband. The slave sadly wouldn't have a weapon.
Unless you permitted it.
Hmm.
You could be one of those that purposely permits a small weapon to show how useful it is.
No, I don't think a group of humans would give. Wait, are you going in there as a goblin, right? Or
Yes.
yes, I don't think a group of humans would give any kind of weapon to. No offense.
Oh, I've been dealing with it most of my life.
Well, I just don't want to be part of that problem now that I look like one.
Jay is probably one of the most. He understands a lot, and he's very wise. He's not a bigot in any way, Q. If anyone's the bigot here, it's me. I'm trying to work on it.
Kind of what happens when you grow up in an isolated country surrounded by only your own kind as the people without.
And everyone else are slaves? Yes, I know.
I mean, you seem to like the dragons, so you don't seem to be that much of a bigot. Although they're kind of bigots themselves, a lot of them, so maybe. You know
Akio
what?
is just gonna look at you. I know you heard what happened earlier today.
There was a lot that happened earlier today. I've gone through a lot of emotions. Gone through a lot of them.
I got kicked out of that general store.
Oh yeah, I did remember that. I don't remember if I heard why though.
I called the man behind the counter basically the equivalent of an orc stereotype.
What did you call him?
I said something around the lines of how I've heard that orcs are very rageable and don't listen to anything. Basically called him bullheaded and he kicked me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got bullheaded and kicked you out. You just don't say that to an orc's face.
But I said it in the bigot
wasn't
way, not
Oh,
in
if you said it
the-
even worse than that, then yeah, I understand why he'd kick you out.
That's
Yes.
not a nice thing to say.
Told Rolu about it. I instantly regret after I calmed down. But I must bear
But-
that sin on my shoulders.
As long as you learn from it, so you won't do it again.
Yeah, that
Hello?
can't happen where we're going.
I know.
Oh gosh.
Akio's gonna look at you, Jay. Do you trust me?
Make an insight check. I'm gonna make you do a lot for this.
Maybe it's because Jay's face like hardly changes.
Yeah, you actually do because I've been rolling. Well, actually, the last one was pretty good, but I don't have a lot to add to these.
Do
He's
I?
nervous. You see a little nervousness in his eyes.
I wonder which
Akio
person
will
he's
just-
nervous about.
Akio's just gonna go back to looking at Q's equipment, making sure that there's nothing of contraband. Q, may I put this all into the portable hole so then if we are able to take it in, you'll have your equipment?
Sure, it's a handy haversack. Go right ahead.
That is a bad idea.
Not the haversack, sadly. I will keep that on my person.
I
You're
don't
gonna
need
carry
much.
around a traveler's backpack as a noble.
definitely make sense if the slave carried that around.
Mhm.
Maybe it wouldn't make
Okay.
sense if you just carried a backpack.
It's very simple. I just need this dagger, this net, and a water skin.
That will be fine.
The net I can put on as a skirt, and the dagger you can carry.
I said you can wear your clothes. Why do you need a skirt?
Because it hides the net.
Sorry, I'm. Okay, yes, I will
I'm
carry the
confused
dagger
now.
for you. I'm just not picturing everything in my head right. I don't think. Yes, I will carry the dagger for you. If anything, it makes sense.
I mean, the dagger could be in the haversack.
It could.
But it'd be
If it's
harder it'd take longer to pull out than if it was somewhere on him
Fair
Okay.
enough.
where
fair
she
enough,
knew
Here's
and
the
could
thing.
grab it.
Fair enough.
Keep your dagger in your backpack. I have my own dagger. He's gonna pull out his, and it's gonna look like a Tonto, if you know what that looks like.
If, as you say, if they might be checking for magic, why would a
It's
slave have a
not
magical
magic.
dagger?
This one's not magic.
Mine is.
Well, it's gonna be in the bag though.
It's gonna be in the backpack. So if it gets confiscated, you'll still have my dagger you can use.
Yeah, I need that one for a reason.
Then, if it's a magical weapon, let me have it, and I'll take it, so then
That's
they
what she
can't
took.
confiscate it from me. I know. Sorry.
But I
Oh my
just-
god, I'm like 5 pieces behind everyone.
You know-
Akio, you're not the brains. You're the person who can talk literally everything that none of us can do.
Yes, I will take the dagger. I'm sorry, Q.
We understand that you are trying to make this perfect, Akio, and I thank you for trying to be as careful about this as you can be.
Mm-hmm.
I need one to learn how to figure out plans. Two, I guess in a way, if I help later, our problems will be stronger. Let's just look at it like that.
Oh, that hurts.
Hmm?
A 12 AC.
Hey, 12.
Right?
Ooh.
Good thing you're a barbarian! What I remember, at least a little bit.
Yeah, barbarian unarmored defense. Are you sure it's 12?
Yes.
Yup.
Is
Yes.
it? Oh, it's that. Okay.
Because they
I
use
knew
base
you didn't
scale.
have.
If the
Well, I
DM
mean,
did
the
not correct it,
multi-class.
it's most definitely that low.
The multi-class probably
Yeah,
had
the,
to have
the
that happen.
stats are spread out in other ways.
Here's the
Somehow it
thing.
had to happen.
I got a 0 dex.
Zero
And then
dex,
it's
and
just
then
the
it's
two
based off
from
of
con.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that. Ooh.
Don't worry, Akio has. Give me one moment.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Akio has.
Get you some bracers.
Where
at
is
the
it?
time, right?
I mean, unless you want to carry my shield too.
I mean, I have Death Ward, so. Yeah. I'll have to be next to you to do that, though. Yeah, that's less.
You cast that
that's
on her
more.
like at the beginning of the day.
It takes
It's an 8-hour duration.
Something I should specify to you guys that I don't know if I specified last time is this is masqueraded. People are expect to wear masks when they go in.
Gotta
Oh,
go
cool.
get
Let's get
that.
those tiny masks that don't hide our identity at all, but no one can ever recognize you when you're wearing one.
I
apparently.
already know what mask I'm getting.
Oh my gosh! It's almost like there is a masquerade. I forgot about that.
I don't think I should wear any of the masks in my collection.
Oh god, why did I look this up and why did I think
They're
it's a
all
good idea?
older than most of them are older than some of the kingdoms that exist now.
Ah. We're allowed to bring a mask, you say?
We have to bring it.
Yeah, it's the masquerade arc.
Not
Okay.
not the dragon mask. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
so
that drag mask isn't there anymore.
I looked up wolf mask. You guys can probably assume what I.
I'll
found.
use this mask gladly.
However, really quick, I was scrolling and I saw that Netflix anime Beastars, the main character Legios or whatever his name is, his like head is a mask, and it creeped the shit out of me. So I wanted to share with all of you.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, wait, Shadow, do you want this mask? Is this the mask you're talking about?
Put that thing away, Cam.
Is this the mask?
Put that thing away.
No.
I just
I
realized
thought of that mask. Why the
See,
fuck is that?
I didn't see the beard before I posted that.
It isn't a party if a moon isn't dropped on the town.
Look, none of us can
I
cast
don't
Meteor
want it.
Swarm
I
yet.
don't want to.
Exactly. Yet.
I'm just
Yeah.
wearing whatever mask my master tells me to.
Do the slaves wear masks?
Yeah, good question.
That's a good question.
Slaves
That was
do
the
not.
question.
That's an easy base assumption that slaves do not have to wear masks. That is
See,
that is something you guys can easily figure out.
there is easily so many masks I would love to pick, but that one doesn't cover my face very well, so why would I wear it?
Because it's a masquerade, they never cover your face very well.
So who's wearing the Phantom of the Opera mask?
Oh god damn it, I want to wear that now!
Do it.
Well, so, quick, one of my favorite skins in a game wears that mask, or a mask like it. However, I was gonna wear that mask originally.
This is like, I like
Isn't that the opposite of a masquerade mask? Aren't they supposed to cover the eyes?
Exactly. But also, my characters have glowing fucking orange eyes.
I think I'm gonna use.
Not
go
when
with this
you're
one.
not when you're
I
disguised.
think this is good. I think that's good.
No, but that's the thing, is that he would make it like that.
You're gonna make your eyes glow when you're coming from a place that bans magic.
Can be genetics.
Then they'd enslave you because there's magic in your bloodline.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of people fucking just sitting there
Pointing out the
being like,
flaws?
no, time out.
I'm
No,
not
no,
saying it's a
no.
cool idea. But
It
that
is.
is the exact opposite of what would happen. You would not be a noble
It is.
for having magic in your bloodline.
I was about to say, I'm sick of people fucking telling me I can't be cool because I have magic in my bloodline. Fuck all of you.
Welcome to the life of a sorcerer. That's happened for you for your whole
Just for
life.
shits and giggles, I'm only posting it for shits and giggles. Here's the mask that Q is going to wear.
Okay. Plus one.
It's perfect. You're boring me.
Godspeed, Akio.
No, go away.
Well, are you guys got your plans? You ready to
I think
go?
I think we got it.
It
And we actually
seems
have-
beforehand.
I mean,
math, but yeah.
I feel like we had some
Shadow.
good discussions here.
You have to use the disguise to do that. Because any mask that you would get to fit your face would not fit your face.
Also, Miss K, I love you. I
Well,
see
then,
you in
I have to
chat.
make a
I
part
love
of
you,
my
Miss
disguise,
K.
you're right.
I love you. I love you. I love
Which
you.
is
I
what
love you. I
streams-
love you.
Which is what most of us are gonna end up doing.
Oh, yeah.
You're also going to have to get one that you carry in case you got to take it off.
If you're taking your mask off at one of these, you're doing it wrong.
I mean, and also, it would kind of be hard to get rid of the mask. I mean, you could do it. It would definitely be a hard check, but you could try it. I think Jay's making that. Hold on, let me try that actually.
Oh.
Yeah, no. We
No,
just have
not
the
ever.
mask stays on. We have the mask stays on.
However, have
mean,
you all? Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Because there will.
Yeah.
I will need to get
I
new
don't
music.
think we can prep much more than we have.
No, I don't
No,
think you can either.
I mean, I have a question. So I can't change what my sword looks like, right?
With the
That is
disguise self,
also-
yes, you can.
With disguise
With
self,
disguise
you
self,
can.
you can.
We don't think you should, though.
Yeah, I'll just keep it the same. I mean, it makes sense to keep the sword the same. So then, Tiff, could I, by chance, I have a sword from that area, can I have a mask from that area too?
I mean, that could be your theme.
That's what I'm
Or
thinking.
the masquerade thing is you could be trying to do that as your theme for the masquerade, and that would be a good theme.
It is very well possible.
By the way, Rulu, Stream walks up to you.
I haven't
Yeah,
really
stream.
worked it.
I need you. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need you to wear my backpack.
Okay.
Jay still has the stuff she gave
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
beforehand anyways.
He's gonna wear that mask.
And then she's going to look at the scimitar she has.
If it was a
She's looking
rapier,
between Jay
Well-
and Rulu.
well,
with
I
the
don't
ring
have
with
a
the
weapon.
scimitar.
Don't have a weapon right now, so you can give it to me.
It doesn't.
She'll hit. It's. You just remember, this is from like 2 eras ago.
Old as hell.
Humor me, doesn't Rolo use his fist, so technically he doesn't have a weapon either?
Technically,
Technically, Rolu does have a weapon. He just never uses it.
Why? Why would you when you can fist everything good?
Think about what you just said.
I know what I said. I said it the way I said it.
he purposely said it that way for once. But yeah, Jay, you currently have River's Fury,
Yeah, because
and it once again, it's just that hesitation of like her grip does not want to let go of that sword.
I don't have to have the hammer because I can. It's one of the weapons that I can summon it, so I can
Mhm.
carry your scimitar then, and it not look weird that I'm carrying a bunch of weapons on me.
Feels weird now.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
It just makes more sense for a bodyguard to have a bag like that than me.
Yeah.
Also, Rolu, if it's a little too heavy on the back, you can put some of the stuff hanging on it inside.
Are you all ready?
Nope, it's fine for Rolu.
Let's say roller strong in the stream.
I don't
think
know actually.
No, because Rolu does have a -1.
Oh yeah, no, Stream's got +1. She's not
Yeah.
strong, but she's at least stronger than average person. I think we're ready though.
Not mentally.
No, we're not
mentally.
ready.
Why would it
but
be
we're
mentally?
as ready as we could possibly be in this moment.
I'm never mentally ready for D&D.
We could spend 3 more sessions trying to get more.
Yeah.
I'm slowly unequipping my stuff.
Wait, do I do it?
Ready?
I'll figure it out later.
Too late.
Am I done? I need the invitation.
You would have
Yeah.
the
You
invitation.
You would
would
either have the
Hand it off to
invitation
you.
or have your right hand slave / servant, the head
Son.
butler, carrying it.
Son, you can carry my invitation.
Fuck you, old man.
Love you too, son.
I
I
can't
don't want
wait
to
to get
come
your
on this trip
inheritance.
anyways.
Well, your mother said you had to learn the business.
Made me miss a party.
To go to a
the-
masquerade party.
Can I just
I
say,
wanna come to
Frozen
this party.
youth, I too used to party.
Can I just say,
I'm
Stream's
really just
etiquette
playing.
training is about to come into play?
Okay, one, I'm so fucking glad that I was taught this, technically.
Stream was just recently taught this shit.
It's just settled in my blood more.
You guys will be coming in over here.
No, I'll use
Sorry, I know
human
how to
stream
pull you
token,
off.
I was about
even
to
though
say,
it's
it
not
does
the
have
real
it.
stream.
It does have it. Nice.
I remember we made it up because we did a whole fucking arc in
Yeah,
these,
for it, yeah.
so we got our own tokens.
So, I don't think I have a
Humanakia doesn't
token
have
from,
one.
no, I don't. Don't worry, I'll
You'll
put...
have to be normal, Akia.
Don't worry, give me 1 second. That's Sleepy. That's Ninja Mask. You know what? I'm part of an
Undercover.
Asian culture. There we go.
When you guys do get to the Coliseum, there you are all blindfolded. You walk for probably 15-30 minutes. Whether there's portions where you stop for a little bit, walk a little bit further. You can tell those that have a good sense of direction can tell this is an intentional path that keeps you from knowing what's going on. So, you can tell it's intentional to try and throw people off from the actual way. However, you go like down some stairs, up some stairs, down a spiral. You hear some doors click at times, some different types of locks. So, you can tell they're overly cautious about revealing the actual way down from the Coliseum into wherever this is. However, this is very deep where you're headed. So you're assuming it's not just like... Because you have the base level, then you know you have the level where they can rise through the ground and such. But you can tell very clearly that this is way deeper under that.
I gave you a survival to follow the path.
You have a concept, however, you can tell there was magic used at points. You might be able to recreate it if you're lucky, you might not. It would be very difficult feat. You can tell this is very, very tightly hidden.
Had to try.
No, you got to.
I'm not good at survival. I'm glad someone tried it.
There, you got what you paid for.
Oh, my cheat messed up. That's been a while since I've done that.
However,
I assume
you
we're in
guys
like a larger group. Not
get to
just
the bottom
us.
of a staircase and you hear two doors click behind you and your masks are taken off and you're in a room with 6 guards and this door here is opened for you. And the
that's
next
something-
area you can tell is kind of like the pat down area. So I will reveal to you the pat down area.
Do I need to drop myself?
Yes. I don't typically drop player tokens just because...
Okay. No, I'm only asking because I have to remember how, as a player.
So grab your character sheet on the right and just, well, not your actual character sheet, the one with your token, and just drag it onto the field and drop it. Preferably in the light area, because you won't be able to see it if it's in the dark area.
Okay. Give me a second.
Annoying.
What do you mean,
There we
annoying?
go.
Let me know.
Alright. However,
I had to put the goblin up.
before entering in the pat-down room, are you bringing anything to sell, or are you just buying tonight? And you can see that they're definitely looking for some information when this question's asked.
I don't. Buying. What?
Nothing.
Time out.
Nothing.
Show the invitation. I'm fucking lost already. I haven't even gotten here. I'm already fucking this up, clearly. I don't remember what I had to do.
I mean, we're not selling.
No, we're not selling, so
we
we're
don't
buying.
have anything to sell.
Your invitation is examined. They drop it into a lit torch, and you notice that the flame lights up purple, probably to signify the legitimacy behind the note, that it's actually one of theirs. They probably changed the color based on whatever they're trying to do, and also a way of, you might be able to recreate if it got destroyed, maybe not. Either way, you can tell they used alchemy to help tamper with the paper to make it, you know, a little bit harder to tell. However, because you were the one to speak up and you are the supposed looking leader in this, Akio, you are handed a nice little paddle with a circle on it. And, your number is... You know what? Roll a d100. What number did you get?
Please get a 69. I beg of you. Roll 20, give me a 69.
You're not getting that lucky, man.
We'll see.
You're gonna get like 1 off from it.
He's gonna get... Oh!
You're given number
Damn.
15.
We were here early. We were here early.
You don't know if it's you're here early or it resonates with the note. I'm gonna tell you now, it
Maybe each
resonates
note
more
has-
with the note because when you enter the door, you will see more people. However, they do usher you into the pat-down room. Is anyone concealing anything they don't want found?
Technically just the net.
No, they're not gonna care about it.
I don't think I have to hide anything.
Stream put a lot of her stuff away. However, there is something on her that she did not, that she did not make a replacement for, which is a certain amulet.
I wouldn't be hiding my ring. I wouldn't be hiding my fucking shield. I never remember.
How does this pat down work though? That's kind of.
I wouldn't be hiding down anything on Rolu.
That's my question here.
Because most of the shit on me is magic.
The guards are patted down more heavier to make sure they're not things like firearms or like high-level material components for magical spells.
Oh.
So,
Point out, if they're patted down, there's a wisdom save for the hat of disguise.
yeah.
It's for everyone who's
Yeah.
disguised.
Yep.
That's why I'm asking this. If they're actually patting us down.
Rolus is the heaviest pat down. They kind of look at Stream. You get the feeling they don't really pat down kids because not touching a kid. Nope. There is no guard in that room you can pay enough that wants to pat down a kid.
Now the two harder ones.
Because they're
Yeah.
literally the hardest.
They
to
do
touch.
give you an option to strip your clothes versus a pat down, but usually most people take the pat down because stripping your clothing is demeaning.
But the clothing is part of the.
Yeah, I know. But
You're going quick
Guys,
joke.
maybe we got the guard that doesn't have a good investigation.
I'm going. To
I mean,
make a
if
fucking
Jade
joke.
starts taking stuff off of him, do
Touch
they
the horny
still try
cat,
and pat
he's
us
gonna get
down?
horny.
I mean, are there any noticeable bulges or obtrusions to yourself.
The only thing that Jay has on him is, or visibly, is the bag of holding and the scimitar that Stream gave him. Those are the only two things. And
Bag of holding.
he would take them
shield.
off and put them in the guard's hands, I guess.
Bag of holding, shield, katana. That's about it. That's all.
They-
Like popping out.
The things that are handed over, they take these little circlet-like things. Because you're a smith, you can tell they're lead, and there's runes inscribed on them, and they're locked onto anything that is a magical item. You don't really know what that does. You're not familiar with these runes.
I have a plan B.
But the lead on the magical items is kind of unnerving.
I have a plan B. We're okay. We're okay.
Oh, come on. Let's a soft metal. We got this.
I got a plan B. We're okay.
I got a plan B. I like that my camera froze too. So we're just gonna do this for tonight because you're gonna have to suck it up.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty
I mean,
decent
I
plan B,
also
however.
have
I mean, the only
Q's
thing
dagger on me.
magical that Rolu has on him.
I thought
No,
it
but
was
The
But that's-
only magical
that's-
things I should specify that don't get this lock are specifically those for protection, such as like if you had a spell guard
thank God.
shield, one would not be put on that because it can't be used offensively. It's mainly used in the terms of protection.
Cloak of Displacement.
It would not be locked. Your Cloak of Displacement.
That's not really an offensive thing.
It's not an offensive thing. However, you can use it offensively, but not in the means to deal harm.
I cannot.
Fingers out of
use-
mouth, Glenn.
And then Rolu's hand wraps.
Your hand wraps would be.
Yeah.
But they're
I
also
think that-
covered by your
He-
magical guys, so...
That's
Akio
true.
is going to he's gonna really. He's going to basically grab like the wooden part of his katana, and he's going to put it so where he can put it on the bottom of his katana, so it basically doesn't touch any other bit of it.
They recognize the moment you put that down, they look at each other, whistle to a guard who walks out a door and comes back in, and they bring out a lead-lined insert, essentially. It's very thin. However, they put it over top the blade of your katana and then wrap a why am I blanking on the word?
Good thing I don't need that technically. Either that, I'm about to be fucking useless.
Oh no, the sorcerer doesn't have a sword.
No, or my magic.
I can't think of the word, but they attach these straps. I can't think of what it's made out of. I don't know why I'm blanking so bad right now. They essentially, I'm doing motions and you guys can't see this anymore. Attach straps over it to keep the lead-lined. Basically, they put a condom on your sword. Your sword's useless. Right, HB.
What do you
But-
mean?
Oh, because that's exactly what it is, and that's the best way to put it to him.
Here's the thing. I know Jay would probably intrinsically think this. Akio in his head is fucking screaming.
It is heavily for obviously someone like Stream, Q, J, who deals more in the creation of magical items and more in the lines of an interest in that stuff. You can tell where like the little circlets can handle more smaller magic things and managing those. That particular sheath is made for higher level magic controlled items because obviously a tiny little circlet isn't going to lock the power of a enchanted sword that was made by a mastersmith. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you can tell, like, they have levels depending on the fear of an item.
Then
But you
big
also
fist
know,
on my claws.
as much as your stuff is locked, so is any other attendees.
I can think of one that might not be.
I'm just waiting.
Maybe two. Maybe two.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
May I look at the tinier lead line strips to see if, like at a glance, are they easy to remove? Just humanly.
No.
I know it's.
If
yeah,
they
that's what
were
I
easy
thought.
to remove, they would not put it on. They would put something else on.
I know. I was
Yeah.
just curious.
Think of them as like those slapstick bracelets, except they've got sovereign glue essentially on them. You slapped on, it ain't coming off unless they want it off. However, you can also recognize specifically Stream and Q would recognize that the runing all seems to follow one command word, in the sense that if something were to go wrong, like if they were to get raided, they can yell out a singular command word that would release all of that, so you guys would have a better chance to escape. However, you have no clue what that command word would be. But you definitely
Okay,
know that's
so-
more for the fact of, like, if they got raided, because they tend to sell more illegal stuff at places like this.
So hear me out. I have a secondary mission, if possible. Let's figure out that fucking word.
Good luck.
Yeah, not. Yeah,
Have fun trying.
It's gonna take longer to figure that out than it would be to do the mission.
Yeah, I know. You know what? A person without brains can hope.
I mean,
You got me there,
Yes.
actually. You have
if
me
I had
there.
a certain someone versed in magic items and maybe could identify him, it might work.
Man, if only we had people who understood
Yeah,
magic.
but that's a little out in the open right now.
Yes, it is.
This is the only way we could get through. We get through.
So basically, if we keep anything on us, though, we're gonna get patted down, right?
If you try to hide anything, I need sleight of hands and deceptions. If you're willingly giving what needs to
I
be
don't-
locked, then the pat downs are kind of a joke.
I don't
Yeah.
have good
Well,
sleight
the
of
pat
hand
downs are
or
a
deception.
joke.
You can't say you don't have good deception. You still got high charisma. That's probably better than
Not
most
proficient
of
in it.
ours. Still better than most ours.
You know what? What's life like without a little bit of risk?
Also,
I'm gonna
you're-
conceal Q's dagger.
do it.
Alright.
right in this breathing.
I mean, I would have just rather you picked something else.
I can't. There's nothing else I can do. The sword is visible shit.
I know. What if you were trying to hide something else?
So sleight of hand then deception.
Sleight of hand first, to see if you
Yeah,
can
that's fine.
successfully quickly pocket it, because you didn't plan to pocket this.
That's fair. At 16.
My dice. Roll. So 3 of the guards don't notice, but the 4th one watches you make a quick pocket motion and then grabs your arm. And then pulls it out. And then takes the dagger. And you notice he walks out a room and then comes back, and unless you try to stop him, he leaves with a dagger and essentially is going to go put it where anybody who tries to smuggle anything through gets it put.
I do get that back when I leave, right?
Depends on if you behave. You're not the first one to try, you won't be the last one.
Understood.
I'd like to state I rolled a 12, 2, 9, and then a 19.
You were close. Yeah,
Oh, fuck. I tried doing it good and I fucked it up.
I'm also happy that Hay did not try and sneak anything in there. Ain't no way I'm being a 19.
Wait, you guys are getting patted down?
It would have been better.
They
to
are
give
not
Stream
touching a little kid!
No. That would have been so much smarter to give Stream our stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a fucking dagger. I'll put that down, but it's not magic.
However, I'm just gonna roll this real quick. They do not recognize that Rolu's in magic, I will tell you that. Since he's the one that's most heavily patted down. They did not recognize he was in magic.
Okay.
So you are cleared, and the gates are opened. You may give insight checks to try and determine any people you might recognize through their masks. There should have been a guard there.
Okay.
May have fucked
Depending
one
on your
thing.
roles will depend if you want to do it by people group. You can do it by people group. If you want to do a all together one, you can. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you tell me you want.
Stream not being that great at picking people out is just gonna try to scan the whole crowd for people she'd recognize. And okay. Actually, good. No bonus though, so 19. for
Can you
stream.
post it in chat because I'm trying to reveal to you the whole
Yep.
arena?
So they took the dagger but didn't like seal it like the sword.
You don't
In a
know
different room.
what they necessarily did with it.
They walked to a different room with it. That's all we know.
Yeah.
If they seal it, yes, I would.
Well, yes, it is sealed. It's sealed within a lead line safe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they don't pull punches.
I tried doing good, Q. Sorry, please don't be upset.
She's lost her magic dagger.
That takes like half her combat style.
I tried doing good. I'm sorry.
As it was the dagger of blind sight.
Don't worry, you have another dagger. It's just my dagger. It's not special. It looks
So you'll
special.
not be in front.
Yeah, what is this line, by the way?
It's a stage.
Okay, got it.
Akio would be lead.
Man, I'm surrounded by people with high insight.
I rolled a natural 20. Nah.
Natural 20? Okay.
Natural 20 for 23.
Is it bad I recognize someone, but I don't know if Stream will?
Oh, I mean, I thought Stream's already met them, Glenn.
She has, but would she recognize them if they're wearing a mask?
That one's not wearing a mask. Anybody you can see
Oh.
that is not just a noble token, you already can tell who they are without their masks on. However, there are
Okay, now I'm just more infinitely scared about what's gonna happen here.
I will tell you, Jay, there is a person you see who you do not like. And I will just tell you now, it is this one.
Yeah, I actually thought that was the one I was supposed to be thinking of, not going near. I'm trying to remember why, though.
I'll give you a hint, look in Wanderers, and that'll help jog your memory.
Wanderer.
Wanderers.
Thank you for
See,
reminding me.
Rolu's good at picking people out, but Rolu probably doesn't recognize anyone.
No, but Rolu will get to see something that only Rolu would find.
Okay.
Rolu, you instinctively, when you walk in, look up, and you see something crawling on the ceiling of this, underneath this Colosseum-esque area. Go to the GM layer. Rolu, you see this guy.
Oh.
Okay.
See if I can get you the art in Discord. There it is. You may point it out to the party.
Rolu would, of course.
So you all then see D&D text. Orzakaal, Control V. You guys, if you look in the Roll20, it's loading. It'll take it just a few more seconds. Load, 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 load. You see this guy on the roof.
Is that a wyvern?
Correct.
Oh no.
However, it is You can tell he's most likely either using magic or buckled into that saddle, otherwise that guy would be falling off that thing since it's crawling upside down on the roof. However, very big guard. In the crowd, because we had a lot of good rolls, so you're basically going to see everyone. There is a very noticeable albino elf, not hard to miss.
I'm scared.
I need to get to the GM layer. We're gonna delete this token because you will recognize who's actually there. See that. This person. This person. This essentially points out every notable person, faces you might want to remember for later, and people that you may or may not recognize.
Guys, we did good.
Did I get them all? No. Token layer. Okay, I got them all now. So I will send you the arts of all the noticeable people in Roll20 that you might want to make note of, might not, just whatever you choose to do with this information. It's just mainly you can see them through the guise of their mask.
Wait, if she's there, who's there?
Sorry, I have to get through the slaves and stuff.
The sad part is Q knows who none of them are.
It's alright. Party doesn't know most of these people.
No, most of these we don't recognize.
These are just
either.
faces they might find important later. Because DM's very benevolent.
I'm just scared of the few that I do recognize.
I see two that Q would want to rob.
Only two?
Yeah, there's
Only two?
two that I recognized before any of these faces were flipped that worried me more than anything. One of them didn't worry me. I was actually happy to see one of them, but I don't know why here.
I think that's everyone. I don't think I missed anyone. Stream. You would notice specifically over here is more of the children's area. If you were to go peek in, it is not guarded in there. You mainly would go peek in because they would show you where.
Definitely would.
And I'll go ahead and just reveal you this area. However, when you peek in, there's two kids in there that don't particularly look like they're happy to be there. And it's unguarded inside, and the doors are kept cracked and not fully open nor fully closed. However, you can tell the auction is getting ready to begin. However, there still seems to be a little bit of a down period if you wish to chat with anyone in particular.
Yeah, Orlo doesn't like this crowd.
Gonna look at my son.
However, you do notice the man of the hour that has the girl you want is up on top a box, overseeing everything. But it doesn't look like he's really paying that much attention on what's on the ground floor.
Well, If she's up there, that means it's a good thing we didn't go with the first plan.
However, she does not look chained up there. She does not look like she's been abused. So she doesn't have anybody immediately noticeable damage. You don't know if she actually has been or hasn't been. And you're not certain if she'll be able to be like, I need to go to the bathroom, and then step away. You're not certain. However, you can definitely tell she is just doesn't want to be up there, unlike the other. Oh wait, why did this token drop twice?
That's what I was confused about. Why was she
Sorry, his
in
number
two
one
places?
concubine is supposed to be there like she normally is. The one that he takes everywhere instead of his wife. I don't know.
Isn't that his daughter?
Yeah, that one was his daughter, and his daughter is down on the bottom floor. There she is. Akilala.
Well,
Thick thighs save lives, lady.
Yep.
With her abnormally long hair.
Yeah, that's the abnormal thing. That's the abnormal. I need someone to give me heads or tails.
Tails.
That's
Thank God I don't have to do it. Alright, we're going to avoid that then. Yeah, I was just really deciding if Jay would even think it's a good idea to try and have any conversation with that person. And I'm glad it's not that one.
Yeah. Oh, I can reveal to you his partner that is with him. Because you've not seen that one before. But I gotta remove the name. So just give me 2 seconds to move his name. And then I will get it. So you guys can all see this guy. Who is one of the people Ryan was pinging. And then I will show you the other one that was beside him. Who is already masked. It's just... He has a very noticeable, not rich person mask. It's just his daily mask.
Well,
Stream will relay what she saw about the children area with them. The fact that it's unguarded and the only people inside are like children.
Also, the tall guard, the biggest one, on the ground floor of the stage, you can tell is part giant. And by part giant, you're not certain if it's like Goliath or actual giant. It's hard to tell if he's repressing his height or if that is just his height. But that's just quick observation of everything you guys glean as you walk in.
I'm rolling heads or tails. Somebody give me another heads or tails. Since...
Tails.
Heads. Motherfucker. You're going against
Did you
me
say
now.
heads?
See? I said heads.
Who said it first?
Me.
Cam said
Oh,
it
really?
first and Cam said
Cam
tails.
said it first.
Okay, well... See, I kind of want to do this one, but I feel like this is a bad idea. So, she's all by herself, right? Does it seem like she's, like, being guarded all by herself, or, like...
Seems like she's
just-
guarding.
Oh, she's guarding. Oh. Oh. Definitely not going over there, then.
I will tell you, this one here you can tell is part dragon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What?
The easiest and noticeable way that you guys can tell, if you look in the chat, she has 2 different colored eyes. The one eye is more draconic than the other.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. So, Papa, if you're not going to talk to anyone, I want to try and have a conversation with any of them about what's going on. I'm just trying to find... Which one would match...
I know one that might be helpful.
I mean, if you
Really straight? Which one's that?
The albino one.
if you have any suggestions, on
See,
who
I
to
actually
talk to,
recognize that one, I think.
You should.
She
Appeared in your guys' keep.
She came into our keep and
Threatened stream.
threatened stream.
And basically was like, I was paid to kill you. But I've observed
we're
you and I'm
paying
not
her
going
off
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we paid her off to not to keep her organization from killing me.
if you want to make
Did we know her organization?
We know that they are
We know
hired
that they
to
received a
kill.
contract to kill Stream and that she was given the contract, but she didn't really want to kill Stream.
So if she's here, we might. She might be working right now, and it might work in our favor. Might.
Oh, maybe.
It might actually work in our favor.
or it could be a very big detriment.
Is this an elf?
Which one?
I couldn't tell because of the ears. The
She
ears
is.
are throwing me off. Okay.
You're not certain if it's full, half, what, but she has elven blood of some degree.
So I just kind of want to go to one of the people that are all by themselves and talk to them. Because there's no one near them. Are you not going to talk to anyone, Papa?
I said, which people would you like me to talk to?
Which
I
ones
don't
do you
know
think
any
you
of
should
them,
talk to?
except like 4. And those 4 I don't want to talk to. Yeah, my original thought was to talk to her, and then like maybe I could just be like some kind of stupid innocent noble boy trying to talk to her. But now that she's guarding something, I don't know if I want to go talk to her.
If anything, you not wanting you talking to her is just you being a naive boy.
So you saying I should go talk to her?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's all. Wow, that's all he needed.
Hey,
Jay.
you know what? Jay will walk over. I'll try something here. So I remember we.
I'm so proud
I can't do this without my camera on.
of him.
So proud of me.
Akio, how far do those messages go?
Under 20 feet.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Does the other guard do anything as I approach? Okay, got it.
Stream's gonna go into the children's
It'd be
area while
different,
Jay
you
does
get the feeling, if
talking.
you approach the stage, but you're not approaching a stage.
I just thought about something that we didn't coordinate.
Which bit did we not coordinate?
Our names?
Fuck, that's the most important part.
However, while I'm doing that real fast,
Nah, come on,
Literally,
we would have
the same-
discussed names. We would have discussed names.
is
alright?
she dressed in anything like specifically fancy, or is it just like her
The
like,
most
normal clothes?
obvious way it's her is her armor is slightly more elegant, is clearly more expensive, and better protective than all of the other guards. Whether that means she is a head guard, or just the status of she has money, you know, obviously you can tell it's probably most likely comes from the fact she has money and she's capable. However, in the terms of the head guard, you're assuming the head guard is either the guy on the stage or the one on the ceiling. And that the other one is the second in command, and she'd probably be placed somewhere as third in command at best.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. We went over names just fine. Master, sir, ma'am. Done.
You think anyone here's using their actual real names?
Aw. Oh.
Or even their titles? So who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stream's in the
yeah.
kids
I'm
area
staying
for
on
now.
Akio's heels, so...
I am thinking of who
Jay-
to talk to.
Jay will make his closest approach and give somewhat of a respectful bow, at least.
As you're bowing, you can barely tell she just looked you up and down and is analyzing your every being of why did you approach her.
So, I know this is a masquerade. Do you not enjoy the masquerade? I see that you're working here, but sometimes it's fun.
You can just tell she puts her hand to her chin and just kind of thinks for a second. I'd just rather not be here.
Did your father also drag you here?
What was the first hint?
Hold on.
The fact that
me-
I'm talking to you, the fact I'll get chewed out by this later. The fact that I'm not supposed to, but none of the guards are gonna tell me I can't because I'll just have them killed.
Wasn't that the best idea for a masquerade then? You could hide among, with the mask.
Maybe if this was a normal masquerade, but what about any of this is normal?
Yeah, you have a point there. This is not the most lively party I've seen.
Just a bunch of stuffy people trying to bid each other out for something will give them maybe momentary satisfaction for a day, and then immediately will be forgotten and not cared about.
I find it very odd you're spending something on something that could die like the next day. Just from an unforeseen accident or health issues or something like that. Seems kind of foolish to use your money in that way.
You're odd.
I told you I didn't want to be here, and that's probably why I'm odd.
How many
I'm not like
nobles do you
people here.
think walk through these doors don't want to be here? Or I should just also say people with too much money and not enough morals in their basket.
I mean, slavery is kind of a weird thing in my country. It's already a pretty horrible thing, but I don't know, it's just not the best thing to have a party around,
What country are you from?
Bye.
Well, I guess my guess was wrong.
What was your guess?
I originally thought you were more of a Ludmadon, but
I mean,
sometimes the
do live-
countries bleed.
we do live a little close to the border of Ludmadon, but maybe my attire's the thing that would get you the most that way.
Just had an earthy vibe.
Earthy. Okay. Are you good at reading people? I mean, I know you're a guard and you're probably pretty good at figuring out if you can fight someone, but an earthy vibe is... They usually not do with fighting.
She looks you up and down again. Whether I'm not or whether I am, doesn't matter.
Well, it was nice meeting you, and I'm happy that you at least had someone come and chat with you today, because you definitely deserve it.
pissed at me.
Whether you wanted to or not, I'll be watching.
They will walk away though.
Oh, Jade's about to get so angry at me.
You can
Dude, just walk
definitely
away.
feel her eyes on you as you walk
That's
away.
fine. That's fine.
If your goal was to get her attention, you definitely got it.
Yeah, because if I remember right, we were told that she may or may not hold allegiances to her father, and I wanted to figure that out. And
The best way I can explain it again is it's definitely she gives the fence sitter vibe of she doesn't necessarily like everything
what
her
it was.
dad does
Yeah.
and all that, but she also can't exactly do anything, so she just is there.
I remember there was some reason that I had the idea of going over and trying to figure out what her whole deal was right, and thank you for hammering that down for me.
I was thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
too.
I just wanted to get an
remembered
idea of what
her
she's like,
being
and
kind
she
of
seems
neutral.
like we might get her aid if we try and do this.
I have a question. I technically get my power from the moon. If I'm in here, do I feel that connection get severed?
Not severed, but diminished.
Shit. Huh, wonder how bad that got kicked out. Should I settle? I can't settle cast. I could technically... Sorry, I just thought of something. Can you overcap on spell slots or no?
Hmm?
So like if I were to, let's say, I have blank sorcery points, but all my spell slots are full.
You can't go
Overcharge.
over your maximum.
That's what I thought. So medic.
We eventually will learn all of the sorcerer math. It's a very fun mathematician way.
Well, I just want to like, yeah, I don't know, secretly cast message, but I already tried that earlier. It didn't do good. I tried doing something subtle and it didn't do good.
While you guys are talking, a man does come down and sets down like 3 forms, and you can tell that this is more the silent auction bid of you can bid on these at any point. Just they're the ones that will be given out at the end. You would have to go up to the sheets to learn more. However, you notice that there are 3 sheets of paper.
I will go up to those sheets. Where are the sheets?
One of them is the gift of eternal life. You're not certain what that entails and how that works.
I feel like that's like a devil deal right there. How that sounds.
Welcome to a black market.
I mean, like what I mean is like, oh yeah, you can live forever. A construct.
The second is the offering of an heir, because infertility is a big thing. So most likely from all the incest committed, because noble people try to keep in noble bloodlines. So
And eventually, they bang their way into every bloodline.
yeah. So there's an heir. You're assuming it's gonna be a really young kid, so that way it doesn't really know who its parents are. So it's forced to be like, oh, these are clearly my parents because I've known no one else. And the third one is a dragon. Does not specify what age, what type, damaged or undamaged. Just simply is dragon.
Alive or dead.
Well, how much is the
Well-
cost of this dragon? I think that'll really tell you.
The bids are left blank. This is a silent. This part is I think they call
you're
it
the
a
first
silent
one, so I
auction.
got up there.
Yeah, put a bid in for one.
Yeah,
gift.
start that bid off.
So all I
So
have to
we're definitely
say-
bidding for the dragon, right?
Well, is there a min bid?
I guess the best question is there a minimum bid?
Yeah.
Not that you see, but some of the people in this room have the reek of money, and that they have way too much of it.
all I have to say is I have
We're not
19
winning a
gold
single bid,
in my
guys.
name.
I will also
Roll
put
me.
it plainly, you get the feeling assets can also be utilized and not just money.
I have 19
Sell the castle,
gold in my
guys.
name,
We can
I'm
sell the
rich.
castle for a dragon. Who's with me?
Not even a castle, it's a keep.
That's right. Yeah.
Not even.
I didn't even realize
We
Rolu
sell the
had
keep
this
for a
much
dragon.
gold on
I think
him.
we can do it.
But then again, he doesn't buy anything, so yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. If somebody outbids us, we get to keep the keep, I imagine, right?
But,
How that works?
what?
I don't really know how bidding works, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not much of
Yes,
a
yes. We
gambler,
don't have to pay it if they
If you
outbid
get
us.
outbid, you don't pay.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Right.
This
So,
isn't gambling. This is
Yeah,
bidding.
I know, but
Yeah.
I don't really do either, so...
right. So, an immediate 800 for that dragon.
You can also totally lie about your bid. It is a very common thing where people will lie about their bids to get the price jacked up so like if he had a planted noble in there just to jack up the prices to force others to put more in, that also can exist. You don't know how rigged the system is here.
I'm gonna put... no, I didn't do that.
It'd be like
You're gonna-
if
So-
Glenn and I were bidding on like it's a turtle. We'll use a turtle. It's a rare turtle. I don't really want the turtle, but I put down like $300. Glenn, who really wants the turtle, $400. I put down $450, and it keeps going that way until I notice Glenn starts getting a little shaky, and then I'm like, $600. He goes $650, and I can tell he's not going to go any higher. I won't bet again, but I just made him pay more than he originally would have. Just, I don't know how aware you are of auctions and how they work, but that does happen.
It's part mind game.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about winning, but making your opponent lose more.
Yep.
Or
how
just
rich does
have
this
that
room
be the
look?
only thing that they buy that night, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yep, so that way you
Yeah.
get an increased chance at what you want.
Yeah.
I
I've watched
mean-
Storage Wars. I know how it works.
I mean, I don't...
My man. My man.
I don't even have the gold to throw around, even if I wanted to.
It's a piece of paper. There's probably some
Like I said, I didn't-
magic
I
on
didn't
that. Is there
remember-
actually magic on that paper? Can
Not
you tell?
that you can tell. AK, there
Like I said-
most likely is not.
I didn't realize it. Rolu apparently
Just-
has 802 gold, so...
You might as
If
well throw
Rolu
some
heard
shithouse
dragon,
numbers
you
on
know
there.
where that 800 gold's going
Yeah.
immediately.
I'm gonna look at the one of immortality, and I'm going... Wait, time out. Just to be a jackass, I'm gonna put down 2,000 gold.
Okay. You put down 2,000 gold.
You better hope someone bets on that and bets more than 2,000.
It's immortality. Somebody's gonna buy more than 2,000 gold.
It's definitely
yeah.
going to be jacked up.
That's the
The
low
one that
ball
is the
now.
one that's gonna go for the lowest to me is the hare, followed by the dragon, then probably immortality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have to guess.
Yeah, because you don't
I
know what
mean-
type of air you're getting. You don't know how decent it is. You just know that here's an impressionable kid you can have.
See, here's the thing. We have to get our...
Is
our
this
items
Jay's
at
second
some
adopted child?
point. We have to get something at some point.
You're all my adopted children.
One of the things I will tell you can assume is they might, at the halftime, depending if they don't like where the bids are at, they might showcase a person early, like the heir or the dragon, to try and drive up the bid.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, seeing that dragon would definitely make people bid more or less, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
However, that dragon's gonna get numbers.
However, is
It's
there
getting
anybody
more.
else well, I'll have to address Glenn,
Uh,
but is there anybody else in the main area that wants to talk to anybody?
I mean, I was...
I want to talk to this dragon lady, and that's just because she's a dragon lady. It's kind
I
of
mean, that's the thing, is... I'm gonna look at Jay, and I'm gonna look at him. Hey, is there anyone you want me to talk to?
You should not have said that word. You should not have said that.
Literally everyone.
You should not have said that. I am going to stay.
Don't make it hard.
We'll make it hard. Hilarious.
Also, he's gonna.
It's either
point-
it's either her, which I'm really going for. I think her, or I want you to try and talk to them.
None of the good
One of
people
those
that I
two.
was helping you.
One of
point
those
out.
two.
But also, he's gonna point at himself. He's gonna say it in a lower tone so nobody can hear it. Fox. Never went over names.
Fuck
Do a
you,
barrel
Papa.
roll.
Also, double for that barrel roll comment.
Who's Jay persuading?
Uh,
Or sorry,
it's not
Q
Jay.
persuading.
That's
Sorry,
cute.
wrong one.
So, the warrior-looking dude or the noble woman? God damn it.
Well, I'll let you decide, and I'll go to Glenn. Glenn, what are you
Thank you.
doing in the children's area? You know it's private enough that a low whisper the guards aren't going to hear you, and you can tell the two kids in here don't want to be here. You can tell one of the kids has a single-shot pistol.
Who the fuck gave a kid a gun? And where do I get one?
The other kid seems to be completely enthralled at the fact that you just entered the room to the point that he is just straight up staring at
no.
you.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You
Okay,
can
so I
tell
stab
the
one
boy
and
is
get the
probably
gun.
around 15 and the girl is
15, huh?
she's like 14.
So what you're saying is if I stab the girl, I could take her gun, stab the boy, and leave.
You're horrible. What is Stream doing?
I didn't get patted down.
Oh, thank God.
Oh
No
my
response to that.
gosh.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But they didn't pat me
That's
down.
what you do.
You did notice other noble kids were still with their parents. These are just the ones that just very clearly don't want to be here.
The perception was to pick out other slaves.
Basically anybody. I'll just use colors to mark slaves. Anything marked yellow is going to be a slave.
Oh, it's actually very helpful.
Stream is going to
Oh.
do her best to
I'll
put
mark
on a
guards in blue. Because they're just heavily armored. They're much more easier to tell. Naturally
Stream's gonna
masked.
put on a much
Oh,
more annoyed
yeah.
look the moment she starts walking inside here.
Go talk to her now that I know that those are both bodyguards. Go talk to her. Okay, you know what, actually? I'll give you a choice. You either get to talk to the dragon one or that one.
Which one?
The dragon one or that one. Those are your now your two choices, because I know you're not going to talk to Dragon Hunter. Or whatever that person could be that, you know.
I'll talk to the dragon lady. I feel more comfortable with her, I think. Why are you looking at me like that?
Now, mind you,
picked the
slaves
dragon.
could also be butlers. Some of them are better dressed than others. It just kind of depends.
I was figuring by going by the no mask.
Yeah.
Very easy to pick out the slaves.
However, Stream,
It's
what are
gonna
you...
take forever.
I don't know how to approach a child with a gun.
I don't know how to... Me, personally, I have no idea how to
Who gave
approach
the child a
enemies.
gun?
It's in the art!
I know it's in the art. I just thought maybe the gun wasn't actually there. But no, the child's got a gun.
They don't pat down children. She can easily hide a gun.
She just put it in her hat.
Oh, I have a question. It's very important.
Yes.
Is her name Jamie?
Talk to her and find out.
Never mind. Jamie's got a gun?
Nope, over my head. Gone. Children. Stream going into a room of children, not knowing how to talk to children.
He just, like, never interacted with children. Despite being the youngest party. The youngest party member.
You guys got anything to do for fun while we wait this shit out?
You see the eyes light up on the little, I almost said little boy, on the teenage boy. Well, we've got a couple board games, like Dragon Chess.
Too easy.
He looks kind of dejected at the fact that you said that.
Oh. Who's his
I've
favorite?
never played two though.
The girl chimes in, we got cards. To be fair, we really didn't know we were coming here. Well, I didn't know I was.
If they told me we were coming here, I would not have gone on the trip.
See, I'm not gonna stay locked in here. The girl says confident. The younger girl says confidently. And watch this. And you watch as she kind of like
Oh no.
digs a little at the ground where she is and the wall. And you watch as she kind of like takes the front of her dress stream, pulls it open and pins it back around, and it's more like a suit. And you watch as she starts shimmying under the wall. And she's out.
Stream just looks at the boy.
I like her.
She's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Not the first time I've met her.
You wanna follow her?
Oh yeah. Better than being
Stream's
here.
Stream's gonna follow her under the wall.
You watch as the boy flips a coin, and when the coin lands tails up, there's spectral mirage, like, I shouldn't say mirage, like, there's projections of all three of you in that room as he then slides under the wall. You can tell this is probably not the first time these two kids have been here. This is not the first time they have snuck out.
I'm gonna try messaging
This is
a
why you go to the
fucking
kids' room.
hologram. I'm gonna try messaging a fucking hologram.
Going out
Oh
to
no,
the
magic's not working, guys. It's not getting my messages.
You're just standing there, looking in one direction, like a fucking idiot.
However, stream, you are in this room, and there is a door. However, I will jump back to them.
Guys, it broke out already.
So is my son staying with me for this conversation?
Sure. You want to?
Okay, I gotta re-pop up the art of this woman just to get a good feel, because I was trying to find it, but I couldn't. Yeah, can you do me a favor? Can you re-pop up her art, please?
The art's in Discord.
Oh, it is? Shit, that's why I was missing it.
It was just easier when I have to mass send a ton of them.
Yeah, no, I understand. Okay. So, and everything. Okay. I've never been one of these, so I will walk up, smiling a little. So, have you been here before? You seem very unamused right now.
I will tell you the mask she is wearing is like jade dragons, and they come down and curl up over the eye.
Does that look familiar to me at all?
No.
Okay.
What type of sizing contest are you trying to do today?
I'm not really about size, more of just...
Hold. I don't think you recognize what this place is. And you're very clearly either just came into a lot of money or brought something really good to be even included in here. I'm going to save your breath. People only approach people when they want something around here. Never anything else. I don't prefer a roundabout talk. Either be to the point or move on. Her one eye flints like a deep green. Like the draconic deep green with the nice draconic-y eye. Akio, due to your charisma, you can tell she is just a straight shooter type person. She is not trying to be rude, this is just her way of interacting. Probably why she's by herself and no one talks to her. Nobles don't like straight talk. They like to catch you in word games.
Well, since I have to now condense this down, my brain just died. I'm new to this sort of thing, and you can clearly tell that. I was just wondering if there's anything you were looking for. Not to try to outbid you. Would never do that. Just out of
If you
curiosity.
see me bid, then you better not touch it.
I wonder what she wants.
I'm here for one thing and one thing only. I will have it.
Well then, it's good that I'm probably not interested in what you're interested in. It was nice to at least get to talk to someone. Thank you for humoring me.
Leave your boy, I still want to talk to him.
Okay.
Akio will just step away.
They'll just look at her through the golden winged dragon mask. So why'd you kick him away?
Come here.
It's a little weird now for me. You didn't even, like, ask me out on a date first.
Look up to that stage.
Yeah.
Look beyond the stage.
To the balcony?
Correct.
Okay.
You feel something press into your mind and you hear her voice in your mind. Only a fool or a man in love makes that loving of a gaze towards another man's slave.
I was just looking at the balcony.
Try and hide yourself all you'd like. It doesn't change the fact I can see through you all.
Okay. So, can I ask you something then, since you know so much about us?
None
And
of
it's
you guys
not-
can hear this, by the way. It is all in
it's-
their heads.
It's not
I
about
assume.
anything that you might be doing. Do you know any of the green dragons from Korath?
I do not associate with those. I am a jade dragon.
Oh. Well,
I prefer to keep to myself and my collection. However, a friend asked me to come and win one item. And I owe them. And you know better than anyone else, we don't like owing others.
I assume it's because you want to buy the last little slip of paper there on that stage.
No.
Oh.
There's more than one dragon here.
Oh, that's good to know.
Why else would dragon hunters come here?
I was actually going to ask you that next. Why are they not?
Because I can guarantee they're here for what I'm here for.
Okay.
I
Well-
hope you win what you really want.
I don't know if it's going to go that way. But
Well, I
you'll at
can
least
tell
get a
you
show out
your
of it tonight.
companion has already escaped.
That was the plan.
Jade knew the moment Stream said she wanted freedom of movement, what would happen.
I was just hoping she would have taken our servant with her.
Just do tell Tuthulu that I don't like being rushed next time.
Alright. If I see her again, I will. Although she was in a pretty bad state the last time I saw her. So maybe she got that judgment or that justice you're looking for.
Just try not to stand out too much. Talk to too many and talk to too little, and you'll end up very clearly painting yourselves out.
Exactly. Which is why I'm having a great conversation with someone who usually doesn't have people talking to them, right?
I talk to who I find interested. Not
Well, if
my
you
first
find-
time here.
If you find this interesting, that probably means it's not the last time we're gonna see you, but I just hope that it's in another good light.
Circumstances.
We shall see.
I just have a
Depends on
feeling
what
I'm gonna see you
do.
again.
Good luck, junk.
Good luck, Jade Dragon. First Jade Dragon I've seen. And your beauty is unmatched. And Jay will turn and leave.
Just as you're leaving, as you feel the connection like pull out of your mind, you just hear just like a lingering. You've grown quite well. As it pulls out of your mind.
that. I don't like that.
You don't like that the fact you most likely have seen her before?
Yeah, somewhere. Oh, somewhere indeed. He's lived too long of a life though to realize that. That was probably like before he could even think about that.
Your dad was a master smith.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming. He probably knew his parents, if anything.
However, are you talking to any other nobles?
Well, Papa, I've already talked to 2 nobles, so I think to not make myself look suspicious, that should be you instead.
You're gonna talk to the woman with the guards in your
No, don't do that now that I think about it. That was more me joking. Please don't do that.
Then who next?
Any of the humans, I would be so happy with you to talk to. Not
You're
the
gonna
other
turn
elf.
around?
Not the other elf that looks like she would take you in a vice and kill you.
You mean the one behind me?
No, this one. The one
Oh,
that
that one,
looks
yeah.
like her looks could literally cut someone.
Yeah, that's fair. Who's behind me, by the way?
A
Like,
noble
what do
woman.
they look like? Yeah, I know, but you know, rather than saying, just I'm looking.
There's a lot of people
Dude.
behind you.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking stupid
Actually-
question.
Q is behind you.
Yeah.
True.
Ugh.
However, some light auctioning goes on. You can tell it's just like a couple cheap slaves here and there. You can tell it's kind of the ones that are more like the casual bids, just to get everybody a little, like, warm up. Nothing, not the main event stuff. The only notable two out of like the casuals. Where's it called? It's this one. And this one. Mainly because that's the only tiefling out of the group, and then the other one is wearing some form of how do I put this in a nice way? Some form of religious slavery bindings. That's what I'm gonna word it as.
Ah.
Fun place.
They do bring out a couple of what's the word? Non-human ones. One of them, which would catch Rolu's eye,
Oh.
that I feel bad for. They bring out a young hatchling dragon that was... For those with high perceptions, can tell it was not born with one wing, it was removed.
No.
I don't think a 13 perception gives me that.
Really, it's a 14 or higher, it's not that hard, but
Yeah.
14. Passes.
Oh no. Yeah, Rolu is
Rolu's probably not happy.
No.
Another one that you guys would get to see is a drake. For just a reminder, because I doubt you guys remember this, but it was went over with you guys. You know, drakes in this campaign are created through, whether it is willing or non-willing, scales of a dragon, some of their blood, and wizards create the drake from parts of a dragon. You know it can be done willingly, or it can be done unwillingly. You don't know how this one was created, but it was created.
Jay can, or Akio can see Rolu just staring at him with pleading eyes.
Jay's just gonna put his hand on Rolu's shoulder.
My heart. The strings are being pulled.
Yep.
They bring out... I'm trying to think of the word. What they're classifying as a magic-made chimera, and it's explained to be a mixture of dinosaur and dragon. And that it's not fully grown. And, there's that guy. Probably a similar creation like to Drake's, just they used 2 parts and saw if they could get it to blend, and it came out successfully, so hey, we're gonna sell it. We don't know beyond how long it's gonna live or anything else, but it's part dragon, so it's gotta live long. We're just gonna make money off of it while we can.
That's not how that works. Because
that's how that works.
It's like they're selling unwanted merchandise.
However, because I know
Or they're
streams
selling volatile merchandise.
That is volatile and
Merchandise that doesn't have a long shelf life. You're
for
buying for
one
the
of
best
3
idea.
reasons. It's gonna die early, it's gonna become very violent, or it's not made to last that long.
However, at this point you can tell you're getting towards the midway point of the high selling is about to start beginning for acceleration purposes, because I want to get you guys a little caught up since we started late, and I'm trying to both let you learn stuff but also push things along, because you guys have been stuck. You guys did a lot of prepping. Jay, you would notice Melinda gets up and leaves at this point because this is now getting into the higher bidding portion, whether it's because she can't mentally handle it or what. You see her request permission to step away, and she steps away.
God, I hope Streams somehow finds her.
Stream, your friend has done this a couple time or two. So, she's able to successfully avoid all the guard patterns. So I'm just gonna
I don't know how far I'm going. I'm just following this kid who's clearly done this before.
There's a guard right there.
To be fair, I'm also one of the stealthiest members of the party, so...
I just imagine if it was Payday Stream as the one that just spam marks every guard and just continues to spam.
Camera!
However, you guys make it into this area over here. Without the guards noticing you, as well as there's just plenty of places to hide. And, like, the guy that's following you, he's not that stealthy, but you really don't need to roll. You just are able to, like, slap his feet into the right positions, pull him down when a guard goes by. You kind of keep him in check. And you're beginning to realize, out of everyone there, he's the dead weight.
Hey, he had the way of hiding them, though.
However,
I am not above killing a child.
I will show you the first thing auctioned off at the beginning of what they call the high stakes. Actually, no, you guys would get to see what the bids are. The silent bids. They would give the leak now that a couple people have gone up and put in bids. The gift of immortality is vampirism, as they have a vampire slave that can give vampirism to people. Yeah! Who doesn't want to become a blood-sucking vampire?
Well, if you're about to die, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
or
true.
if you're
Or, yeah.
terminally ill, it's
Yeah.
not a you know.
Yeah.
This is the air that they're offering.
Maybe.
Ooh.
And then
That makes me think of the movie Golden Child with Eddie Murphy.
and then this is the adult dragon they're offering.
Oh,
And yes, you heard me when I said adult.
Oh.
They made you train up an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Either chain, train, you are not certain. But when they show you that black dragon, you know the black dragons are one of the strongest fighting type dragons in the sense of they just have those indomitable wills of we fight hard.
It's not something that just could be easily.
You can tell it has a
into
lot of
shape.
scars, both magical and non-magical scars. It has probably had a lot of extensive training to get it to the point it's at. However, the high stake bidding goes on. And I will show you the one person out of the high stakes bidding that catches your guys' eyes because she looks human. And that is her. And I will then ask again, because I know I cut Joey off. Who all do you guys want to talk to, try to talk to, and or continue from?
I was about to try to talk to her.
Okay.
Let's at least get one more person to talk to so it doesn't look so suspicious. Well, time to use the line that I think will be best here. So, have you been here before? Oh, why are you smiling? Stop it.
She doesn't, like, move an inch in her face when you ask that question.
Same line.
Yeah, it's Akio. That's what
I
he
just
does.
say I've never been here before without saying I've never been here before.
Oh my god, I was just curious.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
I don't think your question has actual need for me to answer it.
Just trying to make a little bit of friendly banter is all.
That's not what friendly banter is. I don't know who your etiquette teacher was, but you need to revisit. That's a very rude question to ask. Friendly banter is how was the travel here? Oh, the travel was lovely. We prepared multiple carriages. I have an entourage waiting back at my house here that I like to stay at. Oh, that's so lovely. Things like that. Light-hearted talks, not business talks.
How about that weather?
And Akio is just going to smile. I'm very sorry, my lady. I will do better. So, I take it your travels were good then?
They were safe. They were nice for long travel.
Where do you hail from?
That I do not wish to answer, for I do not deem it wise to answer.
That is fair.
While our masks partially protect us, there are definitely those that can see through a simple piece of whatever is covering their face. You can feel she has a deep level of wisdom at this rate. You had the straight shooter, now you have the wise person who has her daughter, and the person next to you can tell is most likely a butler of high renown, because he's not exactly...
Seeing that my dear papa might be struggling, I'll try and approach. You haven't scared away another one, have you, father?
Not yet. This one's a lot kinder.
I'm merely teaching someone the proper ways of etiquette, and how they should conduct themselves at a place such as this. You should be thankful you talked to me and not someone else. They're not as forgiving. Granted, I saw the Ice Queen took a liking to your son.
Yes, he did. I'll have to talk to him about that later.
Why is that? Because I'm conversating with people? Obviously, you weren't even born into this. I was. I should be the one doing this. No wonder you brought me along.
Oh, damn! He is going with the sassy child.
It's just...
I love it.
I can't say what came in my head because Twitch, but damn it. I was just merely curious what you two talked about, that was all. If you wish, I can just leave it alone.
You want me to tell you everything that I have chats with other people, and more specifically ladies? Do you want every single one of those details?
More or less, I just would like to talk to my son from once in a while, the one who ignores me.
I'm sorry for bringing this up in front of you, ma'am.
Yes, sorry. Own personal turmoil should not be at a place like this. I have... May I partake in knowing what you're interested in to buy?
Sometimes it's nothing, and sometimes it's something.
Well, do you mind if I ask something? Can I start with where you had that dress made, or who, maybe?
It was a gift from a friend. It hails the styling in particular comes from, I think it's Dumont. I'm just double checking real quick. Comes from Dumont. The fabric, I believe she had it come in from Oasis. Dumont is Lorndoon, which is north of Pandora.
Oasis is the
There's-
place that I refuse to go.
There's only one person you know of up in Lorndoon, or one of your parties knows somebody up in Lorndoon. I don't know if they've told the other party. I will tell you now, Stream knows someone there. I do not know if she has told them.
No, I don't think
I don't think so, yeah. The only person that I know from up there is...
would be Jay, but I don't think Jay's found out yet.
All I know is... I know Melissa is from either Sulal or Mu. I have to look into my notes more.
I know she's from Suma, though. That is correct.
Yeah, I know that it's one of the two. I just didn't remember which
I'd
one
have
it
to
was.
look, because I know her sister is in the one that she's from. And I think you were shown her sister, so you might be able to see it.
I don't think I was shown her sister. I think she told me.
She's
about
from
her sister.
Sulal.
Okay.
I just looked.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, well, it's very beautiful. I need to buy a couple of those for gifts. You seem to like it, so obviously it makes a good gift.
Let's just say old friends have nice gifts, and usually result in a beneficial trade between the two.
Also, I do not mean to be rude, but Jay's gonna turn to the daughter. I'm sorry we haven't addressed you, but it's nice to meet you.
She looks at her grandmother and, or what your grandmother or mother, some you can tell wherever it's more of a matriarchy because obviously it's two women.
I should have said sister. Fuck, I should have said sister. That would have been a better one.
Riz her up more.
Yeah.
However, once given the approval that she is allowed to speak to you. Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said though, so.
I think you just said it was nice to meet you because we're not talking names.
Pleasure to make the acquaintance.
You look out of place here. No mean to be offense. Is this also your first time in one of these places?
First
or
time?
I should say, I mean, are you also learning the ropes? That's what I should have said.
I'm learning to discern. That's what I'll say.
It's a smart answer.
You also have not seen them bid on anything this whole entire time. They've simply observed.
So, if you're good at discerning, then which one do you think's gonna go for the most value?
Seriously, you don't know?
I mean, I'm just interested to see in which one you think it is. Because I know what I think it is, but I might be wrong.
They haven't
Or you
even
might be
brought it
wrong.
out yet.
Okay. You got me there. You know what it is then, though? Or are you just thinking the best for last?
I could explain, but I think you'll know when you see it. Because if you've noticed the trend of how they're doing this, they kind of started out low, they went up, now they're kind of flatlining. And they were willing to show the silent auction stuff at risk of making people stop bidding on it. So they're kind of putting people's palates mute. They've got something really good planned.
I think Jay's gonna turn back to the mother. I definitely think she's ready for this.
Only time will tell.
Are you falling asleep over there, Papa?
No, I'm just
Staring,
staring.
jaw dropped.
Not jaw dropped. Just was letting you have the floor. You do have to take after me, of course, one day, so.
I'm not going to bring this up any further in front of them.
So be it. So, there's going to be something interesting at the end. That's good to know.
My word of advice Before we part ways, while you have more of a gift of gab, he has the look of an old man's eye. He will be able to discern more than you ever will, but you'll be able to talk your way through more things than he'll be able to. Learn to use each other's strengths, and maybe you'll survive in one of these again.
That was very cryptic, and I'm gonna need at least another couple bit of wine glasses in me to fully understand that, but I'll try and decipher that. Thank you for the words of wisdom.
You can feign ignorance, but you see more than I see sometimes. I think we might share similar minds on this regard.
You have anything to say about that, old man?
No, I'd much rather listen and
Glenn, give
soak
me a
in
perception
the-
check for you, by the way.
I'd much rather soak in the wisdom I've been given and sit with it, rather than taking it and running with it.
Ooh, 21.
I'm so confused at these rolls. What
Good, are you muted?
are you able to explain those, Ryan?
Well, I typed it out. I wasn't going to talk over people while they were talking.
No, you're good. I just don't understand because reading doesn't get through to my head sometimes.
Okay. The barbarian-looking slave, the very first one,
Okay.
in the black, is the first perception and insight. The little dragon with the one wing is the perception, insight, and medicine. For the slave, looking to see if, they actually look like a barbarian, almost, and if they could fight. And the dragon, seeing its temperament and if it could be healed.
Pretty much all temperaments in the sense of, like, they're all broken down into slaves, so they have no... I don't want to say, like, dignity, but...
They fought a lot, they're tired, they can't fight anymore.
Yeah. The... With the one-winged dragon... with the insight, you can just... It's young, impressionable, and broken. Part of the, dragons are meant to fly. It's in their blood, it's in everything. It cannot fly. Meaning the fastest way to break it was to break a wing. It looks like medicine-wise it had the wing. Could be regenerated. But whatever obviously there's not much more you can really tell without getting hands-on. Barbarian's looking slave. I'm trying to remember which one that one is off the top of my head.
That's the one right above the tiefling.
Perception-wise, she's very rugged, but there's a certain... almost like she's almost happy that she's there type vibe. But insight-wise, you can't really gleam any deeper. but she looks... She's been beaten, but... Maybe that's what she's into. And Glenn, you hear it coming from this direction.
You have a black collar. I was told, but
I will.
I saw no ring.
You hear it. 1 second. Linger. Broadcast to others. You hear it. That direction.
Okay.
Well, and you can tell it's more like echoing, so you know that's a hall, but you hear it from that direction.
That's all I needed.
Okay. Did I answer all the questions?
I have one more.
One more. Just
Can
ask.
I rub my lucky rabbit's foot?
Oh no.
Do not roll a 1, Glenn.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Okay, let's see. 8.
I am trying to pull up your thing so I can see what it was.
It's in her sheet. It's in her sheet. It's one of her. It's under features, and I got the best possible outcome.
Oh, good luck for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very good.
That is the second time I've used it, and the last time I used it, I rolled a 1 and got an hour of bad luck.
Oh, I remember that. That was fun.
Oh, was that the frog thing?
That was with Infia, where I got turned into
frogs.
a frog, got thrown in jail.
Yeah.
It was a very unlucky time. I was just hoping for a 3 or higher, man. If I get nothing, I get nothing. Just don't give me the bad. That'll come in handy.
However, you can tell that they're clearing off the stage at this point and they're preparing for the grand finale. However, I will give stream a little bit more distance. Because I
wants to try to make her way towards what she heard.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's towards the bathrooms they mentioned.
Yes.
Because where else would you do something like that?
However, there are 3 bathroom doors, stream. Think I got that all revealed. And you know, your 2 friends with you, they really gotta go to the bathroom. And like, so she quickly darts in this one, and he quickly darts in this one. And so you instinctively push on the middle one. This is just part of the fact
she
that
doesn't actually knock first.
Oh my gosh!
That lucky
good,
rabbit's
she's
foot was a
already on the
good
toilet.
call. And you push open the door and you just see Melinda sitting there, and she's kind of doesn't know what to do because she didn't think anybody would come this way because they're not supposed to be able to. But she also doesn't want to say anything because she doesn't want to go back.
Oh, thank God I got lucky.
Oh my god, stream with a rabbit's foot and she got lucky?
That is the first time that thing's ever been helpful.
Hey, what a time though. What a time to be alive.
Well, that's why I sat there, and that's what I asked you in the beginning was, do I use it? And then and then you said no. So my head was like, that I'm not using it right now.
However, it's 11:32. I went way past when I normally do. I just wanted to give you guys some extra time because I had a lot of stuff to deal with my grandmother.
Where do you guys think the shitters come out?
However, I hope leaving you on a cliffhanger of whatever the main event selling item is, and stream finding Melinda and having to figure out how she's going to get Melinda out of there now, while not looking like stream.
Yeah, she doesn't even know who she's looking at. Unless I drop the guys
Well,
for a moment.
I just realized
As-
something. Who is
I
the
thought I think
thermostat?
there's one thing that could cue you in, but I don't know if she's seen it before.
So, I hope that's a decent enough cliffhanger for tonight.
Good session, Tiff.
I didn't expect to actually be the one to come across her.
I did. But that's also because she doesn't want to be there. The kids area was designed to have easy ways to escape because children get bored really fast and really quickly.
You know, my first plan with the kids was to try to convince them to play hide and seek somehow and get them to do pretty much what we ended up doing.
You should have been known. Boredness is the ultimate tool.
Yep.
Well, and on top of that, any of the kids that
Man, Stream could
Mommy,
wrap
I want
little
that
guy
slave.
under her-
Jesus Christ.
like
Oh god.
they're the snotty noble kids are actually going to be involved, where the ones that want nothing to do with their
Just don't wanna
family
be here.
aren't going to be there.
Let's be honest though, Stream can have this boy wrapped around her finger if she wants to.
Yeah.
The other girl, well, she's in a bathroom.
Got a
How long's
gun.
it gonna take her to find?
She's got a gun.
Well, I need the gun so I can pistol whip her. Look, Tiff doesn't normally allow violence against children, but I'm a child, so it's okay.
Oh my god.
That's how it works, right?
No, I'm pretty sure all you gotta do, because it's very clearly noticeable she's a tomboy, I think all you gotta do is just challenge her tomboy nature and win. And someone just rubbed a lucky rabbit's foot.
It's also Stream, who is like fucking massive tomboy.
However, I'm going to go to bed. If you have any questions, or that you decide there was somebody you wish you could have talked to that you didn't talk to, or want to go back and ask any particular person in the room a question who you may have already talked to, DM me or write it down and have it ready for the start of next session. Next session will not obviously be until next month. I will see you all for this session, February 11th.
Yay.
I should also note we are not doing my session this week, this coming week.
Oh, we're not?
Okay.
Oh, we're not.
The date.
What is that?
Shut your whore mouth.
8.
But
I won't be around.
We're not holding session this week. Sorry. I know how much you guys really want to go to that little northern.
I do.
out in
How
the
dare you?
boonies winter village.
I do actually want to do that a lot.
Look, I'm just glad that you guys are exploring a part of Velengard you guys haven't gone to yet.
I mean, Yev's got to see his homeland.
Yeah, and this is a place that even Yev doesn't have a lot of information other than any of the church people who went up there.
Alright, everyone. Thank you for joining me in this adventure. Sorry if it was a little weird or odd. I hope... Fudge nuggets! I just closed something I didn't mean to close. Oh well. However, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you haven't taken a moment to hit the follow button, please take a moment to hit the follow button. Every follow counts. Every follow is appreciated. I greatly, greatly appreciate everyone who has been in here and has been watching for this long. I will be streaming again D&D tomorrow from a different campaign. One I've been streaming consistently. It'll be Avandria. And if you haven't taken the follow Avandria. We will not start streaming till 7:30. That is the normal start begin time. I don't think I have any other things really. I keep trying to think if I'm forgetting anything that I normally talk about, but I'm so tired right now. It is way past my bedtime and I have to work tomorrow and I'm like, Nyeh. I have to double work actually. so let's not even talk about that. However, thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a nice night and a good start to your week, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.